How are you? Yes, I know of you to my girls last year. Yeah, isn't and isn't it? Take you back to my life when I was in secondary school. Okay? Can you and how have I made it to this far? One is to let I went to a mixed secondary school. A school that had boys and had how many are in mixed school? How many are in mixed school? Oh, congratulations. Oh, congratulations. Yes. Yes. Being in a mixed school is have a boyfriend there. Yes. Okay. And I know those who are in mixed school, they know. And they know. It is that did not just come. It is that did not just come like that. I won't say that there are no boys like that. I won't say that there are no boys who didn't approach me. Who didn't approach me. Same school. I had boys who approached me, isn't it? Definitely. Because that is life. Because that is life. But as I'm saying, life is very personal. It is me who was supposed to make a decision of what I want in life. I could have engaged with those boys, become pregnant, and I drop off. And one thing, girls, I want to tell you is that girls, we are slightly disadvantaged. Why? Because that. Why? Because we get pregnant. We get pregnant, isn't it? Boys don't get pregnant. So, and when we get pregnant, we have to some point leave school. We have to some point leave school. So we are slightly disadvantaged. And because of that disadvantage, you have to know how are you going to because of that disadvantage, you have to know how are you going to manage your life. And you have to have your own values. This lady who is laughing here. So I'm saying you have to know what are your values. What do you uphold? When I was at school, I made one decision that as long as I'm in a boarding school and I could not understand for sure why my mom or my parents took me, this beautiful girl, isn't it? This beautiful girl, subjected to boys, isn't it? So what did I do? I also went aside, called myself, and I said, I have my own values. I'm going to make it. In the midst of these boys, I am going to make it. And I'm not saying boys are bad. Boys are good. Okay? They are our brothers. But there is always chemistry that happens, isn't it? But I decided, despite being in a boarding school, I am going to make it. And I'm going to make it in my grades. And I'm going to make it in my character. So some of the things, I'm just going to give you a few tips. Well, in boarding schools, I did. Some of the tips, as I'm saying, I decided I'll not have a boyfriend. The other thing I decided, I am not getting pregnant. The other thing I decided, I'll have to finish my Form 4, and I have to finish with a good grade. Those were my values. So any other person who came against those values, I treated you as an enemy to my life. Are you getting? Do you have values of your own? Or you move with every wave that comes? Today there is a boy who have come, have said, I love you. You are like, oh yeah, you know. You come out from school, there is all peer pressure, you find people, you start going parties. What are your values? Okay, you have to decide, these are my values. As Caroline, I will never drink. As Caroline, I'll have to finish my academic. I have to get a good grade. I have to be this and this. That is the starting point of your life. If you don't have values, you'll be swayed by any wave that comes along. You find ladies who are in the wrong company, you find yourself there. But if you have your value and you are like, me, I'm not joining a bad company. Me, I'm not going these parties. Me, I'm doing this. You are good to go. Second, you have to know who you want to be in life. Career-wise, spiritually, you know. Most of you have found girls, even me, I have daughters and my nieces and my nephews and wherever. And I ask, what do you want to be? Somebody is in Form 4. What do you want to be in life? And that person has no idea what he wants to be. Do you know that is a tragedy for your life? If you don't know what you want to be in life, how then do you give attention? And there are people who are still talking, eh? Can you tell your friend to keep quiet? If you don't know what you want to be in life, those right now, I was telling the other side, if you want to be a doctor, do you know there are qualifications for a doctor? Isn't it? If you want to be a doctor, if you don't know, when you come out and you go to the university, you want to be a doctor, you'll be told you must have done biology, you must have done chemistry, you must have passed your mathematics, you must have this grade in English. Yeah, ask your partner, what do you want to be in life? What do you want to be? Do they have an idea? Okay, keep quiet. Let's have silence. So, I'm just telling you this, that it is important to know. Can we have one meeting? It is important for you to know what you want to be in life so that you are able to pay attention to the right subjects. Okay? If you want to be a lawyer, and you have not done, I think, history and CRE and whatever, you will not be a lawyer, isn't it? If you have not passed, if you want to be, like now we have bankers here, we have equity. I believe, I don't know, but mathematics is a must for you to be a banker. Okay, so in life, and you have to identify what is your career, what do you want to be in life, so that you start paying attention to those grades. Example, I was telling the other side, I wanted to be so much a doctor. And I identified that when I was in Form 2. I said, I called myself, what do I really want to be? I said, I want to be a doctor. So I went back and looked at, to be a doctor, what does it take? And I found that I have to do biology, I have to have performed well in my chemistry, I have to have performed well in my physics, and so. And for that reason, I paid attention to biology, I paid attention to physics and mathematics. But if I didn't know what I want, and I'm sure those who are in Form 2, I don't know whether you are still choosing subjects. If I didn't know what I wanted to do, maybe I would not have chosen biology. But because I knew what I wanted to be, I was able to choose my subjects well and give attention to my subjects. I didn't make it to be a doctor, but I made it to be a nutritionist. By profession, I am a nutritionist, qualified and certified. You get? So it is important for you to identify, I want to be a pilot. If I want to be a pilot, what do I need to do? Which subjects do I need to pay attention to? Okay? Number 3, well, at school, pay attention to your peers. Pay attention to your friends. Okay? The friends that you choose will really determine who you are and what you are going to come out in that school. My story continues. When I identified I want to be a doctor, I wasn't doing very well in my academic because I was in a group of students. You know, in school you don't lack those groups, eh? I'm sure, I don't know whether you have. I was in a group of girls who are very naughty. We could really intimidate other girls. If it's dinner, we were to sit and other girls come and serve us. And I tell you, some of those girls didn't make it. But when I identified who I want to be, when I identified my career, I was able to separate myself from those girls because they were not adding value to what I wanted. In any case, they were dragging me behind. When it's prep time, when we should be studying, we would hide and go to the dorm. Yeah? And we want to sleep. When people are waking up at 5 to read, me, as we already sleeping. You know, we could do contrary. And that was really messing me up. But when I decided what I want to be and the attention I want to give to, I was able to separate from the wrong group. And you know what I did? I identified the girls who were number one. Actually, to be sincere, I identified the girl who was becoming number one. She wasn't my friend, but I started befriending. And when I started befriending the girl, I started to know what tactics is she using to become number one. And so when she wake up, I make sure I wake up. When she goes for preps in the evening, I make sure I go for preps. When she finishes her lunch very fast so that she goes back to class, I made sure I worked closely with her. And I would tell you for a fact, I never became number last, but I wasn't very far from number last when I was in this other group. When I joined these girls, who were number one, number two, number three, I did shoot. From there, I started being number two, number three, number four. I never became number one, let me not lie. But at least I made it to number two, to number three, and to number, I think, four. From there, I think the farthest I went was number four, number three. Why? Because I changed my group. You work with the wrong people, they go and identify that girl, those girls who are good in character, those girls who are becoming number one, walk along them and you will not regret. You go to the other group, the ones who don't want to wake up, the ones who are rude, the ones who are disobedient. I tell you, you are not going to make it. Are we clear to that point? And as I'm saying, life is very personal. Life is, so when I left with my good grade and I was able to continue to the university. I'm very sure if I continued with the other group, I would have gotten my good D or E. That was a guarantee. So take care of the people you are working with. And even when you come back home for your holidays, please identify girls within your blocks that are well behaved, that are good. And this message is for people who want to make it in life. This life, you are not going to make it when you are careless, let me tell you. You will not be careless with your life and make it to where we are. And even we want you to make it far beyond us. I'm a manager. There is a country director on top of me. They are CEOs. They are very at the high levels, isn't it? You can go further, but you can only do that if you are going to take charge of your life. When you come back home, this is another place that you really need to be very careful. We know within our community there is early marriages, isn't it? There is advocacy. It is our culture. Our culture, some of us here, I know the culture and most of the nationalities we have here, that when you are at 18 years, they are even telling you, you are very old. You are old now. Who is even going to marry you? Even make it to 20, it becomes even worse, isn't it? Yes, it becomes even worse when you make it to 20. Can I tell you I got married at what years? You really want to know? I got married, I won't lie to you, because I want you to make it in life. And I want you to know that at 18, you are still young, you can make it. I got married at 29. Hey, you are shocked. And we know there are ladies, there are girls who are even making it And let me tell you, there are even those who are making it at 30. And at 29, because the lie within the community, listen, the lie within the community is that you are not going to give birth, is that I don't know, you are already old. I gave birth, I have 3 kids. Okay? So, yes, 3. So let me tell you, let nobody lie to you that at 22, at 23, you are very old. Because we expect you, by around 17 years, if I'm not wrong, you should be finishing your Form 4, isn't it? With 17 or 18, and some of us, even those who delayed, will finish even at 20, isn't it? At 20, we expect you to go another 4 years to university. So you'll be what? Eh? You'll be 24, isn't it? Are we still heading? After university, can you listen? After university, we want you to go for your attachment, isn't it? Another 1 year without a baby, okay? Without a baby. And after attachment, we want you to get a job. So, by around 26, 27, hiyo ndio wakati umeiva. Okay? So that you get a good life for yourself. Isn't it? So let no one lie to you that 18, 20, that you are very old. And let me tell you girls, right now, if you don't have a degree, yeah? If you want white collar job, if you want a job in the office, if you don't have a degree, you are not getting it. Okay? If you don't have a degree, right now, I won't lie to you, with LWF, we cannot hire you with a certificate or a diploma. Can you see it's hard, eh? You have to make it to finish your university if you want to have a good job. And let me tell you, to be in this position, it doesn't just mean that degree. You have to equip yourself with other skills. Okay? Degree is one. But you have also in your life have to add other things that position you to a level that is equivalent to the job or to the person you want to be, isn't it? You have to position yourself in character. You think I would be hired if I was just like that in my character? I talk anyhow, I behave anyhow, I dress anyhow, I speak anyhow. Will I be considered for this position? No. So apart from just even education, you have to add another thing. If you want to bake a cake, isn't it? If you want to bake a cake, how many recipes, how many other things do you put? So many, isn't it? So that it is sweet and acceptable. Even you in your life, you have to make sure, apart from just academic, even character-wise, you are equal to the position. Okay? Please think about that. Go and work on your communication. I usually call them source. There's just additional. You have to improve on your communication. Go and study on your communication. Make sure you are good in your character. Make sure you are good in your dressing. We are not going to give you a job if you are dressing things which are up to here. Yeah? Isn't it? There are professionals have even their own dressing. So, if you want to be that person, good and with your own money, and let me tell you girls, having your own money is sweet. It's so beautiful. Okay? It is beautiful. Don't cut short your life to rely on a man. And let me tell you, even that man is looking for money, isn't it? Then you add yourself there. Ye mwenye hata hajaeza kujiweza na wewe pia umemuongezea hapo. Can it be any beautiful? It can't. Okay? So you need to work hard also to make sure that you also bring something in there on the table. And also to have your own money where you are also able to support yourself even as you support your family. Are you okay? Are we together in that? So make sure that you get your degree, even your master's. I even have a master's, by the way. Get your master's and even go beyond. These positions, they have the way you have to place yourself. They have their own qualifications. If you want to be a banker, there is a qualification of what you want to be. Okay? And even as we conclude, I would want to wish you all the best in your life. Saying that, know that you are operating from an advantage point where the entire school fees is already catered for. And I'm sure if you make it, I believe these guys are able to push you. I think there is the scholarship to Canada, to wherever, isn't it? Right now we are operating. I know most of you know us. Most of you know Kakuma Got Talent, isn't it? You know Kakuma Got Talent. How many girls have we taken out? Very many, isn't it? Because of your talent. So place yourself strategically and you are going to make it. Make sure that you make it even to outside universities and to other high levels of life. When you are here, when you have come to break, make sure you go back to school alone. Are we together on this? Yes. When you are going back to second term, we are in which term? Term 1. So when you are going back to second term, make sure you go back. Do you understand what I mean to say back alone? Yes. Yes. You don't have to go to? Yes. You make sure you go back alone. From Form 1 to Form 4, you finished when you are? Girls, we can make it. Okay? We can make it, and girls have made it. So can you join us to also make it in life? God bless you and all the best in life and in your future. Thank you very much.
It was very powerful. Thank you, Madam Caroline. Yeah, we want to appreciate her in a better way, yeah? All right? We'll show us. We'll appreciate. Let's appreciate her words of wisdom.
Oh. Kwa majina naitwa Yvonne. Natokea shule ya Kairis Girls. Nilikuwa nataka appreciate na makofi, nasema nikiwaambia, nikisema tu ria mnagonga ria, ria, mkigonga mnasema tu ria hivyo. 1 2 3 start. Ria, 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 ria.
What is the real? Thank you so much. Yeah. So I'm sure you can see something written here. Oh, I wanted to ask if you know the theme, this year's theme, Congress. What's the theme? Can you all read theme? Wow, I'm sure you are getting something from that, is it? Are you the generation of innovation? Yes. Are you igniting ideas? Yes. And creating impact? Sawa. So make sure you follow and live to the theme, all right? Yeah, we are going to another powerful session. And our speaker is already here. All right? So, watu wenye walikuwa nasema STEM, madaktari, muko? Tuko na daktari yako hapa. So, let's welcome our doctor for his words of wisdom. Tukamkaribisha, tukamvua. Tena tumpatie. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, good afternoon. So, I'm Martin Okello. Rule number 1, I was once a teacher. Before I became a doctor, I was once a teacher, a very strict one. In my class, you only speak when you have been given opportunity. Are we together? So I need total silence so that you get the point that I'm going to discuss with you. Tuko pamoja? Sawa sawa. I work with Equity Afya in Kakuma. I know some of you know me. For those who, because I normally see you students. Even yesterday I saw you around bank there. So you who mnaenda ku withdraw pesa, I don't know. But I saw you there. So I'll be very brief and short for today's theme. We are all adolescents, isn't it? Apart from this other side, the few, I think 85% of us, we are adolescent. Tuko teen. Isn't it? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Isn't it? Yes, so that age of teen, we passed there. It's a very challenging age with a lot of experiment. We were there, and when Madam was talking, alikuwa anaongea vitu zenye anajua. You know, in life, every life is a stage. Are we together? So anytime when an adult is talking to you, no, she or he is talking in a point of experience. Are we together? So you pick the advice, make use of it for your better future. Tuko pamoja wanafunzi? You are really advantaged, by the way. Before I start my speech, you are really advantaged. The way Madam was saying. Some of us tulisoma na shida. Are we together? You have all the advantages are on your side. The only thing that you are supposed to do is just to concentrate on your learning. Now, I will start by taking you through how to thrive through adolescent. Tuko pamoja? How to thrive through the stage that all of you are currently. Tuko pamoja? 1, you have to know yourself. Madam was talking about something there. You have to know yourself. What do you want to be in life? Are we together? I hope you will be writing some notes. Stop sleeping. I know you'll be having some notes. Know yourself. After knowing yourself, that is when you will know the seriousness or the task ahead of you. And that is your academic. Know your value, your interest, your passion. Know what you want in life. Wangapi wanajua chenye wanataka kwa maisha? Ama mko kwa process? Do you know what you want in life? That one should be the guideline. Accept your uniqueness. No one is perfect. Accept your flaws and strength. Are we together? Accept your uniqueness. Isikusumbue akili, isikupe stress. If you see that you are somehow different with your colleague, that one should not bother you. Accept yourself the way you are. Tuko pamoja? And you will reduce stress. Because remember, hapo mbele tutaongea about stress. Remember, when you are stressed, your performance will drastically go down. Tuko pamoja wanafunzi? Then Choose your circle. Madam aliongea hapa. Simulijua circle yenye alikuwa kwanza. Then akahama kwa circle mzuri. Choose your circle. Remember, we are talking about how to thrive in adolescent. So, after choosing your circle, definitely we assume you have the good circle. The academic focused circle. Hiyo group mzuri, si ndio? Si ile group ingine, si ndio? So if you have a good circle, definitely you'll get a good result. Be around positive people, people who support and uplift you. Open your communication to your friends, family, teachers, especially when you are not doing well. Tumeanza kuguzia stress kidogo. When you are not doing well, it means there is something disturbing you somewhere. Tuko pamoja? There is one thing, and you will keep on repeating it. In fact, paka mwisho ya my presentation. If you have a problem, if you have something disturbing you, always remember that person next to you. As students, the person next to you is your teacher. Are we together? The person next to you, maybe it's your matron. Maybe your class prefect or games captain or room captain. Kindly share your problem out. We say problem shared is problem halfway solved. Set boundaries in your relations. Let people know your standard, value. This will protect your mental health. How many people have boundaries? How many people have boundaries? Sometimes, somebody will tell you, nani ukimwendea na hiyo kona hamtaelewana. See, there are those languages. Because they know who is Mary. Mary is that one person who don't entertain nonsense. But Gladys entertain everything. So be like Mary. You don't entertain nonsense. You have one business, which is academic. Tuko pamoja? Real friends will support your growth. So if you have a friend that discourages you, can you kindly transfer your friendship to somebody else? If that friend cannot support your growth, then just transfer your loyalty from that friend, because he is a toxic one. Take care of your mind and body. You know, when you are not healthy, you cannot perform in class. Academically, you cannot. Get enough sleep. That is 8 to 10 hours. Eat well and do physical exercise. Limit yourself from social media. Majenzi. Social media. Mnaenda kutafuta nini huko? In fact, I'm told you have phones. You have phones. Who do you call? Huh? Your parents should be calling you through their school phone. As we have phones because we have clients. We have people to call us for consultation. Tuko pamoja? But you guys, I don't see any need of you having phones, because 80% of your time will be consumed in media, and automatically chenye unatafuta huko is not even school related. So that is true. Find what inspires you and grow your skills. Explore more in sports, arts, develop your skills, and this one will build your confidence. I know we have musicians here. We have sports ladies here. So that is true. We have athletes, footballers, and all. Nagani tena? Handballers. Sawa. If you have identified any sport activity that you are good at, make sure you perfect that skill. Work with target goals even if they are small. Always have a goal. She talked about the goal. Madam talked about the goal. Always make sure you have a goal, a target goal. Even if they are small, it will motivate you when you accomplish them. Tuko pamoja? Helping others in school is about helping others. School is not about grades only, but about discovering your strengths and passion. Tuko pamoja? Apart from the grade, which is a must, according to our education system, grade is a must. But apart from that, make sure that you discover your strength and passion in whatever you are doing. Manage stress in a healthy way. Managing stress in a healthy way. Who can tell me how? Munakuwa na stress? Which type of stress? Oh, exactly. Very good. We have academic stress. That is very true. Any other one? Apart from academic? Imeisha? Gani yo? Huh? Okay, if you want to avoid stress, first of all, avoid peer pressure. Hello? One class? Yes, Amina? Nyamaza hapo nyuma. Avoid peer pressure at all costs. Avoid copying bad behaviors or manners, bad behaviors or manners from friends or mates, e.g. use of drugs and alcohol. Wangapi wanafanyaga kitu kwa sababu mwenzake anafanya? Ha? Wangapi wanafanya kitu kwa sababu Deski amefanya? Ako ameinua mkono hapa. Nimesema anything, sijasema bad or good. Because we have good peer pressure and we have bad peer pressure. Are we together? Yes. So nimeuliza general question, but mmesema hapana. Always remember to seek support. Tuko pamoja wanafunzi? Always remember to seek support. Usikufe na shida yako. Share that problem and you will be assisted. Don't shy away in asking for help when you are overwhelmed, anxious, or depressed. Talk it out. Tuko pamoja? Say it. Discuss it with your teachers. Stress itakuua. Ukinyamazia. Niamushie huyo mwanafunzi hapo nyuma yako. Wake up. Don't let fear hold you back. Be brave and be brave enough to learn. Tuko pamoja? Ways to keep yourself healthy. Mnajua how to keep yourself healthy? One is to How can you keep yourself healthy? Kukunywa soda baridi kama kuna baridi? Kukunywa maji baridi kama kuna baridi? So healthy eating is very important for your health. Get balanced diet. Ensure you take breakfast. Drink water adequately. Exercise. Thank you very much. I have a very bright student here. Drinking water adequately. We have physical activities. Taking at least 1 hour of your physical activity to keep your body strong and your mind sharp. That is exercise. Are we together? Usikae tu, nafanya exercise. Kwa wale wenye wanalala itabidi waamuke. So class naona watu wengine watasimama. So keep alert. Play sport, dance, ride bikes, or whichever activity that you like. Tuko pamoja? To keep yourself physically fit. Regular exercise improves your mood and help to reduce stress. Tuko pamoja? Sawa. Personal hygiene. We have oral hygiene, regular taking bath, and wearing clean clothes. With the ladies, we don't have problems. Problems tulikuwa nayo huko. Hapo kwa bath, taking bath regularly. But as ladies, we do take bath regularly. Or we have some who don't take bath. Make sure you take bath regularly and you have your clean clothes. Taking care of your skin and hair, that is normal. Regular wash your hands. Staying clean helps prevent diseases and also it boosts your confidence. Ushaitembea mahali kama umeshuku hujaoga na unaona watu wayuko comfortable around you. The only animal yenye iko karibu na wewe maybe ni inzi ndio zinatembea karibu. Your confidence itakuwa very low. Are we together? So always make sure you are very clean, you keep yourself well. Mental health and emotion. If you feel angry, sad, stressed, talk to someone. Nimerudia mara ngapi? Mambo ya kuongea na mtu ukiwa na stress si ni kama kibwagizo, si ndio? If you feel stressed, depressed, sad, talk to someone. Bado usiongee tu na mtu tu kwa sababu ako kando yako. I've told you, you have your teachers. They will guide you and help you on how to sort out your problem. Don't keep problems to yourself. Have a break and rest. Avoid too much screen time. TV na nini? Ati simu na WhatsApp. Avoid harmful habits. What are the harmful habits? Yes. Avoid smoking. Avoid alcohol. Then avoid bad group. Nasikia? Mnakuwa na wale bad girls. Bad girls wako hapa? Wako tu? Hata saizi hapa? So avoid them. So avoid those bad girls. Avoid risky behavior. e.g. gambling. Mnajua kugamble? Huh? So avoid such gambling, avoid pornographic or whatever. Choose friends who support and respect you. Tuko pamoja? Stress. What is stress? Hello? What is stress? Nani anaweza define stress? What is stress? When I nauliza swali stress and you are drinking soda, you are not stressed. So stress is physical and mental response to external force or external event. Stress is physical and mental response to some external events. Like for example, mulisema academic performance, my dear, tuko kwako. Tulisema academic, you have academic stress, si ndio? Academic stress is a external, is an external issue that will trigger your mind that there is something that you have something to perform, and there are those set goals, there are those set target, and if you cannot meet the target, you will be in for it. Tuko pamoja? Then stress itaanza kukukula kidogo kidogo. We have anxiety, and this is as a result of internal. We have external and internal. Anxiety, this is as a result of internal dialogue. It involves feelings of apprehensions that interfere with your life. Why are teens stressed? Mbona mko stressed? Nyinyi ni teenagers. You are teenagers. Why are you stressed? You are stressed because, one, you are grappling with your sexuality or your gender. So majua ni ile age you want to discover yourself, si ndio? So in the process, you will be having so many things in your mind to discover yourself. We have the academic demand, like our sister told us. We have pressure from social media. Anxiety triggers stress, peer pressure, getting into good college, interpersonal relationship, body image, financial challenges in the family, divorce, all these things. You as students, you know, when you are in school or when you are in school, you normally reflect back at home, the pictures back at home, and when these things rings in your mind, you end up being stressed about the family financial challenges, maybe about the divorce, about ile anxiety that, and I don't think inawasumbua. Life after Form 4 inawasumbua. So hiyo si stress kwenyu. Life after Form 4 tutoe, hiyo si stress yenyu, si ndio? Hiyo nitoe niweke kwa mfuko. It should disturb you. Because if you have a goal, life after Form 4 should disturb you. Which college? Which university? Which career? Mnapata hizi vitu. So as a student, those ones should disturb you. Academic, social stress, bullies, romance. Do you have, tuko na watu wana bull watu hapa? Tell them to stop that. Dealing with difficult friends. These are the stress. Family issues, financial challenges, not getting well with your siblings, death, physical abuse, terrorism, natural disasters, civil unrest. You experience those things. Ama hizo ni za hapa kwetu hapa Kakuma. Signs of stress. Unaweza juaje mtu ako na stress? Yes, ananyamaza sana. He or she likes to isolate himself or herself from other people. Lonely, oversleeping, overeating, very good. Yeah, it is true. Overeating is true. Iko hapa kwa notes. Getting sick more often. Wewe tu unakuaga tu. Ni ule Mary mgonjwa. Ule Mary mwenye akikaa watu wakiongea analala kwa darasa. Hizo ni stress. Mnanipata vizuri? Those are stress. Those are signs of stress. More headache, more stomachache, skipping meals. I don't feel like eating today. I don't have appetite. You normally get such sentiments from your colleagues. Nani don't feel like eating. Hata ukienda anapea the other person ndiye akule. Low concentration and being forgetful. Those are signs of stress, and it can also lead to high blood pressure. Stress is problematic for teens. One, it can lead to mental and physical health issue. When you are not mentally okay and you are not physically okay, you cannot perform. Your concentration in class will be very low. Are we together? So we want you, when you are physically and mentally fine, for you to perform. And I've also told you, again, is a repetition, having a lot of stress can lead to high blood pressure. It will also reduce your immune function. And we talked about being sickly. Tuliongea about sickly. If you are stressed, you'll be sickly every now and then. Techniques to manage stress. Wangapi wanaweza manage stress? Tuambie. Una manage aje? Sawa. Let's have one class. Relaxation through deep. Mnajuaga this exercise of breathing in, breathing out. Do you practice it? So by breathing in, breathing out, at least you will feel relaxed. Meditation or mindfulness, challenging your energy to sports, creative arts, music. Tulidance huko na maboys, at least tulikuwa tunatoa stress. Keeping journals. When you have to, if you want to reduce stress kwako wewe mwenyewe, you have to record your activities so that you have a place to refer. Maybe if you are going in a wrong direction, uliandika mahali, these are what you want. These are the list of things that you want to achieve. This is how you want to perform in term 2. you have a place to refer. Are we together, class? Getting plenty of exercise, eating healthy food, getting enough sleep, limiting excessive caffeine in soft drinks. Mnajua caffeine? Inafanya nini kwa mwili? Reaching out to family and friends, making time for fun, logging out from social, how to manage stress, logging out from social media, and making time for fun, establishing routine, know your procedure. After this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Have your plan. Are we together, students? So that you follow your plan. Reaction to stressful circumstances. The reaction will have a behavioral change. That is turning to drugs and alcohol, change of appetite, or inability to concentrate. Physical, that is increased heart rate, sweating, shaking, headache, butterflies. Those are the reaction, butterflies, and maybe overbreathing. Psychological, you will have fear and panic. Smart decisions. Do you know why you are handling stress? We were handling stress to help you in any given time. You have good decision as a student. Tuko pamoja? So, for you to have a good smart decision, to be in a teenage years is the most exciting yet challenging times in life. All pressures that teenage involves themselves into can result to stress and disastrous if not well managed. Are we together? If you cannot manage yourself well, or if you make a wrong decision, like Madam was saying, make sure ukirudi shule uko single. Usiwe PSV, umebeba mtu. Just be single. If you make a smart decision that you want to be single until you do your Form 4, you do your university, up to where you are getting after getting a job, that's when you decide now to have a family. My friend, mutavuna vizuri. By the way, out of this topic kidogo, there is no hurry in Africa. Are we together? And ladies, you will remain beautiful forever. Are we together? And mtu asikudanganye you are expiring. You are not expiring. Are we together? So make your time, eat your books well, academic-wise, pass, go to university, get your job. You will get the right person. Are we together? These people wenye wanawadanganya saizi, hakuna penye wanawapeleka. In fact, they are liability to you. We want you to be in a position whereby you are the one choosing the person who you want. You have set your standard. Are we together? Like these boys that you are having now, hakuna penye wanawapeleka. In fact, stop wasting your time. Okay, that was by the way. Smart decision starts with self-awareness. If you know yourself, that is when you will start making a right decision. The students who like to pause, they tend to think clearly. Unaona wale watu wanyamavu, watu watulivu, huh? When they get information, they digest it fast, then they'll make a decision later. Do we have them here? Yes. You are most likely to make the right decision. Get enough sleep, regular exercise, good time management will reduce But I think with a small talk, at least you have something to take home. I'm grateful to have you people have a talk with you just about stress management, smart goal decision, health talk, and how to thrive in teenage era. So thank you very much, and I wish you the best in your life. Concentrate. Concentration is the rule of the. Wanasemaga concentration. Concentration. Yes. So let that one be your motto. Concentrate on your academics. Focus on it. At the end of the day,
Concentration. Wow. What?
Pale nimesahau. Unajua daktari ni wengi, umesikia? So mimi ni daktari wa macho. If you have a problem with your eyes, come visit us in Equity Afya if you are within. I'll do my checkup. For students, I do free. In fact, students, I told you I was a teacher. So when I was a teacher, during those time, I saw problems. Ndio nikahama. Nikasema this problem, because students were not performing. And when we were doing our research, it was eye problems. So I decided to go and do things to do with the eyes for us to come and sort students' performance. And now I'm eating well. Because of solving those problems. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Daktari. Now we want to appreciate Daktari. Nani ata appreciate Daktari? What a wonderful session, yeah? How to navigate peer pressure.
Habari zenu tena. Tunaenda kufanya ni new. Unasema nikisema Coca-Cola kilo, mnapiga tin 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 vum, sawa? Haya, unafanya hivi. Ngoja. Nikisema Coca-Cola kilo, vum. Sisi wote tunasema vum. Haya, twende. Coca-Cola kilo, Vroom.
Thank you so much. Shule gani hiyo? Mogila, Mogila wako na moto. Iko sawa. So thank you so much. Tunaendelea vizuri? Ati what is the theme? What's the theme of the day? Innovation generation. Wow. Now we want to go to another wonderful session. Yenye tutaongozwa my sister Christine. Oh, nilikuwa nataka nimuulize, mnamkumbuka jina lake? Oh, Christine. Yeah, so the leaders, the chaperones wenye walikuwa wamekuwa watakuwa moderators of the session, kindly wakaribie kwa podium as Christine takes over. Sawa sawa.
Let us put our hands to appreciate Elijah. How has it been? Apart from mvua tuko sawa? Na including mvua? But you're enjoying the sessions? I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, so we're going to have a session briefly about post-high school transition. I hope you're going to make it as interesting as it should. Sindio? Yeah, we want to know after hapa tunaenda wapi. Sindio? Yeah, hatutaki tu kukaya blank, hatujui penye tunaenda. So we'll have a team of 6 chaperones and then we'll have a discussion. You can ask the questions that you want to ask and then from there maybe Elijah will guide us on the next session. Let me mention their names. Okay. Okay, in the meantime, maybe somebody should share with us what have they been able to learn today. Sindio? Let's get some feedback. Anyone? Leaders, volunteers? Nani amenyosha mkono? Okay. Sawa.
Hi guys, my name is Susan Dominic from Loima Girls. So what I've learned today, I think I've learned a lot of things today. I've learned that you have to have plans in your future so that you can make it in life. Secondly, I've learned that anything that you do, you have to put it into practice and you have to manage your stress. Learn how to manage your stress by listening to music and sleeping, maybe breathing in and out. That's all. Thank you.
Afanyaje? Sawa. Let me ask you, what is an example of stress yenye students wenye wako hapa wanaweza pitia? An example, just one.
Okay, stress yenye mtu anaweza pitia, maybe if you fail in your exam.
Coffee moja? Yeah. Thank you so much. Another example?
Saseni. So I have learned many things today. Actually, I have learned also peer pressure. Today I have enabled me to understand the difference of peer pressure, as before I didn't know that we have indirect and direct peer pressure, but because of attending this congress today, I've been able to understand it and also know difference between those positive and negative peer pressure. And also I've been able to know more about careers, that you need to have plans and also understand on how to choose career before you choose that career. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Hania, and I have learned a lot today also. For example, SWOT. I didn't know SWOT in full. Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. And also STEAM. S, they said S stand for science. T stand for technology. E stand for engineering. And A stand for art. And M stand for what? Mathematics. So I have learned a lot. This is what I have learned today.
Coffee.
Hello. Mimi leo nimejifunza vitu mingi. Oh, my name is Loni. I'm from Bunyore Girls. Mimi leo nimejifunza vitu mingi, lakini yenye nitaishi nikikumbuka sana ni overcome stress. Na stress yenye nimekuwa nikipitia ni academic stress. Sometimes unajipata ukuachieve your grade yenye ulikuwa umetarget. Sa unapata like unaogopa, unashindwa vile utaisolve, lakini leo nimejifunza na like sitaogopa tena kuanguka exam. Sometimes inakufunza like uko umesoma na unafaa usome. Hayo ndo nimejifunza leo.
Saseni. Saseni. My name is Betty from St. Joseph's Girls High School in Kitale. I've learned that one can do any career while in Kenya. You don't have to go back to your country to be a doctor or a lawyer. Thank you.
Sawa. You can pass the mic now to me.
Hello.
Pass the mic here.
Take 1, 2.
Sawa. So tunyamaze kidogo so that we do the session very fast. So with us on stage, we have our chaperones who have been here with us from yesterday. So I want them to introduce themselves first, waseme wanasoma wapi and maybe their causes. And then from there, we'll do a round of questions about post-high school transition. And then from there, we'll get maybe a few questions from you. And then we'll be able to address that. Let us have one mic here.
Good afternoon. Saseni, mko poa? So, amniski? Oh, sorry for that. So, Saseni, mko poa? So, my name is Dorcas Akoko. As I said earlier, Moi University, Annex Campus, taking Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Yes. School of Business and Economics.
Saseni, my name is Herin Omolo, a law student at Moi University, second year. Mko aje? Si mimi mnaniona? Saseni, nani ananikumbuka? Oh, sawa. Acha nikumbushe wenye wanikumbuki. Naitwa Mary, niko School of Business, third year, Moi University, nafanya BA Economics.
Saseni, sinyi wote mnanikumbuka jina. Nasikia wengine wananiita Suzy. wengine wananiita Su. So I'm Susan Mwangi. I'm a fourth year student at Masinde Muliro University. To graduate this year, taking a degree in criminology with criminal justice. Yes, looking forward to having a fruitful discussion with you.
Saseni. Kwa majina naitwa Wilma Chebet. I'm an RN nurse. Graduated last year from Moi College of Medicine.
Good afternoon. Habari zenu. So my name is Mary Anyango Otieno. I'm currently in 5th year doing electrical and telecommunication engineering. Yeah, it is very possible. I was a scholar just like you, and I'm on this end. So you can also be on this end, right? Yeah, so we'll talk more. Thank you.
Okay, sawa. Kofi moja tena? Sawa. As you have seen, most of them have, all of them have transitioned from high school, and right now they are doing their courses. So I'd love to hear from them. What motivated you to choose the course that you're doing currently? Was it part of what you wanted in high school, or it's an interest you developed maybe later on? So maybe you can share just briefly about the course you're doing. Is it your passion and the likes? Maybe let me start with myself. Okay, I didn't tell you where I schooled. Back then, I was in high school, a school called Marigals High School. Maybe you don't know about it, but you'll get to know. And then I went in to campus that is in Taita Taveta University. I did a Bachelor of Commerce, accounting option, and CPA 1 and 2. I graduated back in 2021, May. So at least I have 3 to 4 years of experience at work. Yeah, so maybe I'll share what I'm doing currently. Is it matching what I did in campus? So that maybe you can get a glimpse. But for now, let us hear from them. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm currently doing engineering, but it's not really what I wanted to do, especially in Form 4, Form 3 nikimalizia. But when the results for KCSE came, in as much as I loved biology, but, well, I didn't make it to the minimum required grade for medicine. I wanted to do medicine. So I got a B-. That was my worst, actually, but I loved biology. So since I couldn't do medicine, I had to think of something else that I was qualified to do. And I loved computers from a very young age, from, let's say, class 8. I was the head girl back then, and the teacher would call me to key in the marks while generating the results. So I got to interact with Excel, and from there, I developed an interest in computing. So seeing that I couldn't do what I wanted to do in campus, something that was closely related to computer was telecommunication engineering. I had done all the 3 sciences, but since biology couldn't make me do the course that I wanted, I had to focus on a subject that physics was a compulsory subject. I did well in physics and mathematics, so I qualified to do engineering. And I'm coming from Naivasha. I've been brought up in Naivasha. And as you know, there is geothermal. How many of you know geothermal? It generates power. So having been brought up in that environment where they produce electricity through the steam that comes from the underground, I saw it wise to do electrical engineering. So I combined electrical and telecommunication engineering since telecommunication matched my passion, and electrical engineering was something that I would say I had grown up in an area that produced electricity. So that's how I ended up doing electrical and telecommunication engineering.
So I really didn't want to be a nurse because as of high school, I didn't even know there is a course called nursing that existed. I was passionate about law, medicine, but nothing to do with nursing. So after Form 4, nursing was the best course that my grade school go with. So my mom was like, unajua nursing utaenda abroad, unajua nursing saizi kuna opportunities, so do it. Nikaenda kishingo upande, but right now I really enjoy nursing because it is giving back, it is the willingness, it is the, helping people. I don't regret it. So it was wise, my mom giving me advice, and I can say we listen to our elders because they have much wisdom, experience, and I'm sure they will not, for your parents, they will not give you some advice that will jeopardize your future, right? So yeah.
Hello. My colleagues wamesema wao hawakutaka kufanya course yenye wanafanya. For my case, I really never knew there was a course that was called criminologists that ever existed. So I had passion to pursue law, and the reason is why I wanted to pursue law, and I still have the passion in me. It's because I don't love when I see someone, like justice is denied. For me, when someone is not treated equally and the services are not provided in the right way, I feel like justice denied. No, justice delayed is always justice denied. So when I got my grade, I didn't meet the cluster points to pursue law. And so I had to take a lower course that would really match my career. And so I decided that I'll still do a course that is dealing with security purposes, justice, and so I choose to pursue criminology. I also have some information technology in it because we are living in a world that has really become technologically advanced, and therefore feeling that sisi wote si ni Gen Z. Sisi wote si ni Gen Z. Yes, now communication has become very poor, and therefore combining my course with justice and good communication, it will also render to good justice administration. Yeah, and yes.
Saseni tena. Okay, as for me, I really had passion to pursue civil engineering. And I met the cluster points. But I got a challenge. I never got enough funds to join campus at that time. So what happened, during the time in between joining campus and finishing high school, completing high school, I really thought about my life, about economy, because during that time, people are really experiencing hard economic times. And there was not, people are really complaining about inflation, low standards of living, and I was like, why would I not do something that will help me stabilize the economy? Even if I'll not do it single-handedly, at least I'll have played a role in stabilizing the economy. As at now, the economy is in shambles. Kenya, the world economy in general, it's in shambles. People are really complaining about inflation, high prices of almost everything, including fuel. And that's what drove me, gave me the motivation to pursue what I'm doing right now, economics. I'm really passionate about it. I've already developed interest about it, and I'm very sure, I'm certain, I'll do something to the economy that will have the impact, and that whose impact will be felt to the general public.
Well, why I chose to do law, I think sharing the sentiments with my predecessor here, I had the zeal and the motivation to do law from a very young age. I think this was due to the fact that ever since, like just from a young age, I was a communicator. I was that one girl who could stand out among people. If it's bringing out shairis, creating shairis for MPs and others, you're there. If it's teaching, you're there. So in terms of communication, which is also a skill that is very much required in this course, is communication. So one thing is because of my communication. Another thing is because of the urge for justice. Like I just want a society where everyone gets what is just for them. A society where there's no corruption. A society, at least you want to bring that change that you want to see. Also, speaking from what I've seen out here, I just got the zeal because lawyers seem like people who are just kind of different from others. It's not about the reasoning their outfit, but when you just interact with a lawyer, because in my family we had one lawyer, so whenever I got to visit him or to talk with him, you could just see this person operates from a different level, like his perspective is different. He's just different from everyone else. It's not a career whereby you can just group them with any other. It's a calling, I'd say. It's a calling it's a noble calling, different from all other careers. So I got that zeal first from my communication, 2, because of the urge for justice, and 3, I just want to stand out amongst the people who are kind of different from others as well. It's a career that I would advise anyone to take, because having taken law, you can work in any field. Like there's literally no field that doesn't require law. Whether you're in the hospital, you'll need a lawyer there. When you're in the bank, we have lawyers there. You can work in any place. Not just it's not just about going to court, doing litigation. You can work anywhere, having taken law. So if there's anyone out in here that would really have that urge to pursue law, it's something that I'd really encourage you to do. Don't get discouraged. Probably you don't feel like you're not fit. No, just have the zeal inside of you. And once you create that, you make that conscious decision inside of you to pursue the goal, then you'll certainly get there. Okay.
Hello. Mko poa? So for me, at first, actually sikuwa najua kuna course inaitwa economics. But back then I had that passion ya kufanya any business course. But because high school, I used to love business studies and maths tulikuwa tu hapo, but nilikuwa najikaza. And then for me, I had only 2 courses on my mind: journalism and law. But I was focusing more on journalism. But when the KCSE results came, cluster points zikakata kidogo. So I chose economics. You know, with everything you want to do, you should have passion. And so I had this passion for business. Because business is anything, let's say an idea that you can have, and it's easy to generate ideas, yes? So any idea that you can generate any business ideas, you know? So, and businesses, there are so many businesses that you can do that can sustain you. So for me, I decided to choose economics as a course because it has so many opportunities out there. And also, let's say our economy as Kenya, it's really that bad. So at least I wanted to do economics, to study something that at least I can use to let's say to, okay. Okay. So to study something that at least can help to stabilize our economy as Kenya, okay? So I will advise you, if you love business na mathematics, you know mathematics ndio nini, the key subject to any course. So hata kama inakulemea, just try, okay? Yes, just try your best. That's the key subject. Hata kama mmesikia wamesema imetolewa haitakuwa compulsory, but just do your best. That's the key subject to all the courses. All the courses, sawa? Yes, and everything is about passion. If you have passion for something, go for it, sawa? If you have passion for law, for medicine, just go for it. Kitu isiku bring down, sawa? If you have passion for anything, just go for it. Everything is about being passionate, sawa? Yes, thank you.
Tuko pamoja mpaka hapo? Yeah, so I love what you guys have shared, both experiences, watu wenye walikuwa sure of what they want to do, and some who later developed their interest. Maybe if I can share my case. Okay, in high school, maybe let's say Form 1, Form 2, sometimes maths, most people develop a bad attitude about it, sindio? Yeah, so I think come to Form 3, it's when I decided to change my attitudes towards it, and it became one of my best performed subjects. So I was passionate in business, sana. So nilikuwa like, can I improve on mathematics so that maths can sum up the business that I love? So later on, now that I had scored both A's, so what I did, I chose accounting because I loved it by then. And I chose a course that will carry a lot of business and at least have the mathematics. And that's why I went for Bachelor of Commerce in accounting. But then through these programs, zenye tunafanya saizi, mentorship and you know, the entire EGF thing, later on nikamwa, okay, I'm passionate about EGF, I'm passionate about giving back, mentoring, you know, these things. So how do I pivot my career to that area? So bado sijafanya the right cause maybe to match what I'm doing, but because I got an opportunity under Equity Leaders Program, that is the EGF Foundation, that is how I ended up doing whatever job I'm doing. But still, you can always balance both. If you get an opportunity maybe outside what you studied, still it's good to balance both. As much as sija practice accounting maybe for the last 3 years, but I'd encourage you, whatever course yenye utakuja ufanye, try and balance so that you don't lose everything. Yeah, so right now maybe my challenge would be, how do I certify what I'm doing right now? If I'm to go for another interview, maybe outside Equity, then what are my skills, right? Yeah, so even as we're choosing our courses, maybe after high school, we need to be sure of what maybe we want and trying to see how also you can, you know, you can be flexible. Yeah, so I'd love to ask the ladies when you're wanafanya engineering, now that you chose engineering and for the longest it has been a male-dominated field, how was it like, maybe your first class, and currently are we having more males in the engineering, ama balance kidogo? Are we having more females, I mean, taking up engineering? Maybe we can have yeah, a comment about it.
Okay, so engineering being one of the STEM subjects, it's mainly dominated by the male, but that doesn't mean that female cannot do it. Sawa, that is just a mentality that people have, and that mentality traces back in high school, whereby when you join Form 1, unaambiwa physics ni ngumu, na wewe kwa akili yako umeregister physics ni ngumu, hadi unaamini physics ni ngumu, hadi physics yenyewe inakuwa ngumu. So once physics imekuwa ngumu kwako, there's no way you can pass in physics or even maths. And once you have not passed in those two key subjects, there is no way you can do engineering. So the first thing I'd like to encourage you scholars is to do away with that mentality. Yes, it is mainly dominated by men, but female are also doing it. Especially right now, more female are joining. More female are joining, that's what I would say. But male are still the majority. Like in my class, we started at 45 with 6 female and 39 boys. Right now, we are 5 females and around 33, 32 boys there. But that should not discourage you. If I'm doing it, I was a scholar like you, I joined high school and sat where you are sitting right now, you can also do it if you believe you can do it. Sawa? Yeah, hope I've answered.
Okay. Kofi moja kwake. Sawa. So si tumekuwa encouraged that we should take up the STEM courses, si ndio? When we are passionate about them. Yeah, so before we move to something else, any questions so far? Especially on choice of subjects? Or rather courses? Tuko na swali yote? Sawa. We can move forward. So apart from maybe what we're going to do after high school, the question is, we are part of the program and we are lucky to be part of a very powerful brand that is the Equity Group Holdings and all these EGF, Wings to Fly, Elimu and the likes. So I would love one person to share how was it like transitioning from high school to campus? Maybe how have you benefited from the program? As much as we may not be paying your tertiary education, how have you benefited maybe? If you can share from your experience.
Maybe I'll go first and then I'll leave my colleagues. Okay, so as I've said, I was a scholar in Naivasha branch. I joined the program in 2016 in Form 1 and I finished in 2019. I went to Moi Girls High School, Eldoret, and in KCC, I managed to get A-. So, as you all know, yeah, thank you. As you all know, and even those that we mentor in high schools, you are told that when you are a Wings to Fly and you get an A- and an A, you go to work in the bank, right? Yes, that is true. I was in the bank. I used to wear those suits that you see in Elijah and Sam wearing. Do you see them? Mkiendea shopping, mnaonanga. So one time I was like those people. Like I used to dress like them. Mtu akutana nawe huko nje anaona tu wewe ni pesa. Ukienda kununua maybe something that goes for 50 bob. Wewe anakuambia ni punch, ndio unaona umevaa suti. You get that experience? So it is a nice experience and I would really encourage you to join, to work hard because you're a scholar, work hard and go join the bank. So I interned, unfortunately, for a very short period because it was in 2020 and that's when Corona came. But I got to earn my own money. Pesa yako mwenyewe ni tamu. I got 36K, imagine. Yes, you were paid, if you manage to get that A- and intern at the bank, you'll be paid a monthly salary of 40,000, and then kuna matax, it amounts to something like 36,000. It is really nice to have your own money as a girl. It is really nice that anything that you think of, your hairstyle, your shoe, your viatu, you can buy it. It is a really nice thing, and I really like to see more and more scholars joining. So after high school, I interned a little bit at the bank, and then come January, we joined campus. Yeah, and that's where I am. But we do interact with the bank on several occasions like this. Yeah, thank you.
So after high school, in my tertiary education, Equity Group Foundation paid my college fee, my house, my rent fee, and also stipend. So they still supported me, my graduation fee, my nursing council fee. So throughout, after high school, even after supporting me, they still supported me throughout my college education. So yeah, still grateful.
Maybe before you hand it over, under what scholarship?
TVET scholarship.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, my high school. I studied at a school called Oletipis Girls High School in Narok. So I don't know if you've heard about it. The great OTG. Yeah, okay. Oh, my grade. I had a B minor.
Yes. So for my case, I went to a school in Nyeri County, that is Mahiga Girls Secondary School. I think there is a scholar from Mahiga Girls Secondary School here. Yes, that was alumni of Mahiga Girls. I managed to score a B+, and I joined Masinde Muliro University. And I can say I have really benefited from the Equity Group Foundation. Sorry, Equity Group Holdings. I have benefited a lot because after joining, I managed to join the Equity Leadership Program, where we have interacted so much, and the network is so good. Yes.
Okay, as for me, I went to Bura Girls in Taita. I scored a B+ with an A in mathematics. Yes, so I joined Moi University in 2022. Okay, as at now, I've benefited for being in this program because I'm doing marketing. I'm supporting Eldoret main branch. I'm doing marketing there. And I'm getting some good amount of money. Yeah, so whenever I'm not in class, I'm in the branch working. Yeah.
Maybe you can share, what is the highest you've earned through marketing?
30,000.
Wow.
Okay, so for myself, I went to Butere Girls High School. I scored an A-. So immediately after KCSE, I got the opportunity to work at the branch. I served at the branch there for around 6 months before I went to campus. So in campus, as they've said, we have the ELP chapter. Like for our chapter is the Moi Annex chapter. It has helped me a lot because from the chapters you have a community. It's not like, okay, when you come to school and then you're just alone. When you get to the chapter, you find a community where you are people of the same kind, and whenever you find family, you feel like you're at home. So you don't have, maybe if that night you are to sleep hungry, you have friends whom you can call. So you've got a family there. It's also an opportunity for you when you're interacting. You create a network whom they can help you even in the future. And also from the chapters we have several activities, giving back to the community, as well as social activities. We have fun days, we have days as a kwenda to out there to just give back to the community. It's going out for mentorships. Like I think I've seen a few of my scholars here from St. Joseph's Kitale. So it's an opportunity for us to give back to the community the same way we've benefited from the program. So far, the program is of so much benefit to me, I must say, and we'll continue working together in this program so that we can get the maximum, we can get to our maximum potentials.
So for me, I went to Kisumu Girls High School in Kisumu County. So I scored a B. And I joined Moi University Annex Campus. And Equity group holdings has helped me in that when I joined Moi University, I joined the ELP, Annex Campus. Yes, and I'm also working right now at Eldoret Market Branch. I'm supporting Eldoret Market Branch, doing marketing. And also in the ELP chapters, I'm also a mentor in a school called Radio Victory Kapnyeberai in Nandi County. And I also have a mentee here as a chaperone. She's called Cynthia Kuya. She's here, imagine, as a chaperone. I've mentored her since Form 3. And she's also a chaperone, so I'm glad.
Wow, let's appreciate them. I would love to hear, through your internship, how did you spend the money that you earned through the internship? Maybe if you can summarize.
So the first salary, in fact, it wasn't even salary because we hadn't even worked. It was just a period of 2 weeks there, and then we have salary just almost immediately. So it was kind of like 2 weeks, 3 weeks there, and you have 40,000. So for the first salary, we bought suits. We bought suits with the first salary, and the remaining amount I offered it to my mother. So for the subsequent months, it was because I didn't have any bills except for transport, which was roughly 3,000. So when you do the math, you remain with some good amount of money, which really benefited me because when I joined, I never asked my mom to give me money for rent, to give me money for food. All that money that I saved up during the 6 months that I worked was the money that I used while joining. And it was so good because at least I relieved my parents of that burden of having to give me money, which is quite a lot when you look at the fee structure for Moi University and campuses in general. So I relieved them of that burden, and it was good. For myself, I can say it was good because I got that money and saved up. I saved it up, and it really helped me.
Makofi? Yeah, so simeona tumeambiwa pesa ya mwanamke ni tamu, si ndio? Yeah, pesa yako mwenyewe. So I want to confirm, actually, this year, this program selected 750 ELP interns, and actually we induct for 2 weeks at Sportsview, Kasarani, and all of them were dispatched to the branches to work as interns. So you can imagine how unique this opportunity is, and actually the group CEO was very willing to have the numbers higher. So actually I want you to challenge the next results zenye mtapata za KCSE. I want you to challenge us as a program, score the highest grades so that tukue zile za how do we induct maybe 2,000 people, right? Yeah, so this year, no, for the past, after COVID, like 3 times, we've always selected 510 the ELP interns. So this time round, we were challenged. The A's zilikuwa nyingi. So tulikuwa like, tutafanya aje? And then, we normally call something scenarios. We had like 3-5 scenarios. This one, maybe mmechukua A's 84, the Wings to Fly and Elimu. Already Wings to Fly and Elimu were covering 350 A and A minors. So you can imagine how unique was that. And then the GCO was like, okay, can you add more? Can we do more? Until we were like, okay, can we do 750? And he had to convince actually the MD of the Kenya subsidiary, please just accommodate these people because they've performed. So I want you to put up that challenge so that in the next coming 1 or 2 years, tukue na headache ya where do we take these ELPs actually because they've performed, yeah? Yeah, so that is how unique our program is, and I want you to draw something on your head. Tutulie kidogo, I want us to draw something on our heads. Tuichore tu ni kama subconsciously. Yeah, so what is the journey of a scholar? Maybe you're here, you've benefited through Elimu scholarship. What is your journey after high school? We've heard from our sisters here about how they transitioned. So picture yourself this way. Option one, nimemaliza form 4, I join the internship and later join maybe a local university or maybe a global university, right? Option 2, maybe I score B plus to C plus. I'm able to join university and I join the chapters, the ELP chapters after Form 4. Sindio? Option 3, the one that you said, maybe score below C plus and by luck, you get the TVET scholarship. So those are the 3 options that we have currently. So it's upon you to choose which option do you want. You know, right now here, sisi already tulishapata results zetu za KCSE kitambo, si ndio? So we don't have an option right now, but you guys have an option. So look, how about getting that A or A minus and become maybe the 1,000 ELPs who will be interning during your year and probably even joining a global university, yeah? So we've seen success stories from your colleagues. Meona, I was mentioning one of our ELPs, anaitwa Garang. He was from here, Kakuma, and right now he's preparing to go either to the US or Canada for his undergraduate, all right? So nothing is impossible, nothing is impossible. You guys have an option, as we don't have. Imagine sisi hatuna, so how powerful are you guys? You're very powerful. Yeah, so even maybe as we wind up with this conversation, I want the team that is here to share with us tukiwa campus, maybe after high school, what opportunities can we take up apart from what the program is offering, considering tuko wengi sana, si ndio? Yeah, we are a pipeline of like 60,000 ELPs and all of us hatuwezi toshea kwa bank. What opportunities can we consider after high school? What can we be doing? Kwa mfano, let's say maybe I'm not in the bank interning. What can I be doing? Actually, I was impressed. The chaperones that were here, most of them are waiting to join campus. And it's quite impressive to see that they're able to chaperone even just before they join campus, you see? So that is impact already, as we said. So what opportunities can we take up? One of it is like the way they volunteered to be here as chaperoning. But what other opportunity can we do? How do we utilize even our universities to get opportunities so that we make our life easier in campus? Because pia school fees ni mingi siku hizi. Maybe a volunteer.
Okay, so apart from the bank, or most ELPs, when you're done with high school, you join a program that is called ELPs. It is the Equity Leaders Program, and it is composed of the former Wings to Fly, former Elimus, and former ELP interns. It's called the former students who got A and managed to work at the bank as intern. So when you join campus or college, it is called ELP. Sawa. So most ELPs have the bank as the only option for them after campus, which is really not the case. So you can, there are other options. For example, the course that I'm doing. Being a female in the STEM, you have higher chances for employment than the male. Sawa. So when you become an ELP, of which I know you will become, don't only rely on the bank as your only source of employment. Sawa. Right now, there are so many ELPs, and the bank cannot absorb all of us. So the course that you will do, make sure you excel at it, and not only excelling at it, have something else that you can do, maybe a hobby, yeah? Maybe a sport, maybe a hobby or sport, or maybe even coding for those in STEM. Those are the opportunities that you can earn after campus. And while in campus, you can even be selling things like smokies, sweets. Hizo ziko na do. Unajua campus, watu, the teenagers or the youth, they buy those things very fast. So even clothes, you can even sell clothes. You can even buy data in bulk, alafu unauzia watu, especially like now everyone has a phone. So that is a good source of employment, source to earn money. You can even suka, for those who know how to suka. You can be sukaring on weekend. That's plaiting the hair, and you'll be earning your money. Especially as a lady in campus, you tend to be vulnerable to exploitment if you don't have money. Sawa. That's why I'm giving you this option, so that when you get there, you know something that you can do that will give you money. Ndio usitumike vibaya na wanaume. Sawa. Are you getting something? You can cook. Kama unapenda kupika, if it's your hobby, unapika alafu unauzia watu. Of course, watu hawezi kosa kubuy chakula because everyone needs food. Sawa. Kushuka campus, hiyo ndio like ni kama the form. Kila mtu anashuka akiwa campus. So kama unajua kusuka, you have an added advantage. Sawa. And even right now, everyone is using internet. You can buy internet in bulk, alafu unauzia watu. Sawa. So those are the ways that I can think of that you can use to earn money while in campus. And after campus, yes, you can get employed at the bank if you are lucky, but don't rely only on the bank. You can rely on your career that you're doing, but other than the career, have something else that you can show other than the certificate. Sawa. Maybe hobbies, maybe other things that make you stand out from the rest. Because right now there are so many people graduating. Like in a year, we can find over 100,000 students graduating from university. So getting those white-collar job is not really a guarantee. Sawa. That's why I'm telling you that you should have something else other than the paper. Yeah, thank you.
So I will only say one thing. During your campus stay, you can always, for those who love reading books, those who have passion with writing books, you can do online writing. You get a good source, and then you write your books, write your stories, review gazettes, and review books. It pays. Thank you.
Okay, I'll add something. I have always believed to give so that one can receive. I'll give out of experience. For my case, tangu ningie first year and second year, I literally was doing nothing. And I also never got a chance to intern at the bank because I didn't get an A or an A minus. So I realized neza tengeneza wasichana makucha. So I looked for a friend who used to do nail polishing. So we merged with her. So we used to assist each other. Yeah, akienda class, I'd be left in the beauty shop. Yeah, me kama niko na class and then she's at the beauty shop. And then the little amount of money we used to get, we used to save it on another way so that we can also have a salon besides us having a beauty shop. So we tried. I knew how to do braids, how to do different styles, hairstyles. So we trained each other that we didn't have the finances to go to a college or to go to somewhere that you could learn how to do those things. Tukasaidiana hivyo until we were able to do that. So we used to do hair and we used to do nail polishing at the same time. And then after some period of time, it's also good to volunteer in a lot of things. So we took a group of people, around 5, and so we started to go to the village schools around the university where we used to do volunteer mentorship. So we used to go and mentor, right now, the program is still running. We go to the high schools and mentor the kids who don't have the chances to interact with the Wings to Fly and Elimu scholars. So we just talk to the principal that she agrees. We go in the morning, we talk, we give them some encouragement. And from there, we realized that the Equity Group Foundation has also opened a platform where we have peer counseling for the chapters. And I got a chance to be nominated as a peer advisor. And it's really interesting. So that ukienda huko, just think outside the box. Usiende alafu unategemea mzazi in everything. Ama unategemea guardian in everything. Just think on how you can raise your own money, talking to a friend, sharing ideas. It begins from somewhere to go to a better level. Thank you.
Wow, let us appreciate them. So I want us now to handle something that is very interesting. Apart from maybe we've spoken about careers and maybe how the program looks like after high school. So we're in a generation that is faced with a lot of information and so many people are aware of so much. So how do you balance your social life considering you have so much freedom in campus? Are you guys dating or?
So for me, I would say, okay, ukiingia campus, there is that peer pressure. Peer pressure nayo iko. But ni wewe mwenye kuamua kama unakuwa swept away by the peer pressure ama una hold it down. So peer pressure nayo iko. So it's upon you. And naweza sema hapo kwa peer pressure, it's all about how you choose your friends. Hata kama si friends, how you maybe you interact na social media. Unaona? So, your boyfriend Unataka kujua for dating? Okay, for dating me, I'll be honest with you. That's someone's decision. So as long as you're 18 years and above, I think you're free to do whatever you want.
So I think one thing that is very important is whether the inner you is strong. I believe in someone having her own principles. If you've set your own principles from a very young age, then when you get to campus, there's nothing that will easily sway you, as she said. Whether it's peer pressure, whether it's things on the social media, as long as the inner you is strong enough, you've trained the inner you to be strong, then hakuna kitu yenye itafanya ukue moved, like nothing. Whenever you see anything, you just say, this is not my standard. This I said I can't do. Isi yangu. Like, we just set a boundary because already you've trained your inner self. So when it comes to social life, just ensure. And something also important is, hizi vitu mnaambiwa mkiwa wadogo, keep them to the core of your heart, because those are the things that you'll require the moment umekuwa mkubwa. Hakuna kitu ingine ita make sense other than hizo vitu zenye umekuwa trend ukikuwa mdogo. So if there's anything your parent told you, this don't do when you are young, usifike uko juu alafu ukaanza ku-question, just stick to that. I think that just sums up what she asked concerning peer pressure in social life. Nothing will move you. And then concerning dating, I don't think if at high school you've not seen anything, just get out there, you'll see everything. Like you'll have the whole world to see. Right now you haven't seen anything. So if there's a time to be patient, just be patient until when you're out there, when you're more exposed. So if there's a standard you feel probably huyu hajafika standard yangu, so unamweka nje. You have a wide selection. You have so many people to you have your own criteria. So huyu akifikisha, you say huyu amefikisha, huyu hajafikisha. Just be patient until when you're more exposed, your mind is broader kidogo. Okay. Ama nimeguza pabaya. Okay.
Okay. Tusikize. Okay. One of the key elements to navigate through campus life ni focus. Know how you went to campus. Kwa nini ulienda huko? Ulienda kufanya nini? Ulienda kusoma. So, in as much as you engage in other things, let kusoma remain your main focus. There's a lot of freedom in campus. Unaweza pata you have 3 classes per week, and each class it's just 3 hours. So imagine you have all the other hours for yourself, just for your freedom to do what you just want to do. So if you do not have focus in whatever you want to do in your studies, you'll end up failing. And in most campuses, if you fail, you pay to repeat the exams. So focus. The second thing, self-control. There's a lot of negative peer pressure in campuses, a lot of drug abuse, a lot of alcoholism and hizo zote. So ukienda huko, know who you are, know what you want. Si lazima nikunywe pombe ndio heri na nikubali. I do not have to do what she wants for me to fit in her group. It's not a must nikuwe kwa group yake pia, si ndio? Yes, just be yourself, do what you went to do in campus, si ndio? The other thing about your mental health, we have religious groups in campuses. We have the Muslim, we have the Catholic, we have the Protestants, au wote wako. So when you join campus, join those groups. Zitakusaidia sana with your mental life. Join games. We also have games. And by the way, if you play in university, you get paid. So unaweza join music, unaweza join football, any sport of your choice to help you plan your time well uko campus and also build connections. The same people mnasoma na wao are the same leaders wa kesho. So build connections na wao so that you'll have a smooth future with them. Okay, in dating, I'll just echo what my sister has said. It's subjective. In campus, you have variety of men to choose from. Kuna warefu, wafupi, weupe, dark, tall, handsome, wote wako. Moneyless, wenye wako na pesa. Kuna wababas pia, but let's not go to those sponsors. So that one is subjective. Currently, I'm not dating. But wewe ukifika hapo, it will be your choice.
Tunyamaze kidogo. What I'll say about the social life, I'll say a few things. I always believe in being myself. And I have always been myself, because being yourself is something that will take you to a very far position. I believe that for a lady to make it and for a lady to keep the focus, you should have a strong foundation for yourself. That comprises of your inner self and not the outer part of whatever we say when we walk. So when when you are yourself, you have to ask yourself several questions, because peer pressure campus nayo iko. You'll go and meet friends doing various things that some are not pleasing, and others are good. So it's upon you to choose, what do I want, who do I want to become, and where do I want to be. So you picture yourself in different angles. When you go to campus, for the first few days you're in campus, you start remembering some things that happens. We say that you don't forget where you become from. For me, my background was not that good. And so when I joined campus, I never forgot where I came from. So I always said, I left home to change home. So if I go to campus, should I interact with the people who have good morals or bad morals? Because definitely, if I join the crew that has bad morals, then I'm going to have a drag at my success. And so I choose good friends who I would share my experiences with, and who I would share just in case I had things disturbing me in my mind. And so always ask yourself, in the next few 1-2 years, where do I want to be? Or what kind of a person do I want to be? Do I want to be that person in the village that watu wanasema, just be like Yvonne, or just be like Susan, or just be like so and so? She's disciplined, she has the good qualities that can make someone feel focused and feel motivated to keep on pressing despite the difficulties. And on mental wellness or mental health, I would say mental issues mostly develop according to the people we interact with. Because some people will just have your peace of mind disturbed for no good reason. They don't want you to be stable. They don't want you to be relaxed. They just want to engage in a lot of bad things. Just make sure, as the speaker earlier said, the daktari said, that if you have stress issues or depression issues, make sure that person or that close person to you or that guardian, that friend, share issues with, because once you share that problem, it becomes easier for you to handle, and it literally motivates you to go to the next step. Because, if I share my problem with her, then I know she's going to look for a solution, or rather she's going to guide me on what I'm supposed to do. And so, nasikia mnaulizia story ya kudate sana. When you go to campus, it's upon you to choose what you want. If you feel it's not your right time to date, then why should you go ahead and date? If you feel you want to join your crew because your friend is dating and so you date, I don't think you're going to fall on the right trap. And dating is always a set of mind. You can choose to be happy without dating. You can choose to be happy and look for something that makes you happy. It's not necessarily that when you date, you're happy. You might date and always be depressed. You might date and always stay stressed because you don't have peace of mind. So I would advise, ikifika ni kwa kudate, I would advise you to choose what is best for you, peace of mind, or get someone who is always taking your time, will not focus. And yes, if you want to see good results, then I would say you follow the light trap.
So I think about dating, since we all sign our official documents single, so that is what they're trying to say. Yeah, so alafu kuna hii mimi na circulatingi online. It says, he tells you you're my whole world, lakini hana passport. So it does not make sense, right? He has not navigated throughout the 7 continents. So do not be fooled. That is what I can tell you guys. And tell yourself, my peace is my expensive, just say, my peace is expensive. When you say that, I'm sure your mental health is going to be okay. And don't get carried away by peer pressure. Because right now, at the health sector, we're dealing with a lot of mental issues. People getting depressed because sijui umekosa sijui nini, you're seeing your friend sijui especially right now, as tunapeanga peer pressure na watu wa forex trading. I don't know if you get that. Yeah, like you get your age mate ako 23 na drive Mercedes. You're like, kwani mimi nafanya? But when you tell yourself, where I am, I'm very peaceful, it will not pressure you. You'll just be okay. Because I believe in, it always starts somewhere and you will get there, right? Yeah, and with mental health, please, if you feel like you are depressed, seek advice. Go to someone you trust, your guardian, your friends, and do not isolate yourself, because with depression, that isolation comes in. So don't do that. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So after Form 4, for you as a scholar, that is the first time that you get real freedom. There is no parent there to follow you up. There is no that teacher that keeps on following up. You're just alone. And most likely, you'll be having a phone. So you are free, hakuna mwenye anashinda na kufuata, and you have a phone. So those two coupled together are, I would say, a risk factor if you're not really careful. Because for my case, as I have told you, I didn't manage to do the course that I wanted to do. So, and the story that I had heard about the course that I'm doing currently is that the son who graduated years back has not found a job. So I would say the mentality that I had while joining campus, that why not enjoy life? That's the mentality that I went with. So I explored. Mina nili explore. Nilikunywa pombe. Of course, my parent is not there to follow me. I tried dating. I went partying. All those. I tried. Yeah, and from experience, sasa niwaambie from experience. Alcohol is not good. So mambo na pombe wachana nayo. Partying will only mislead you. It will make you lose your virginity. Maybe, I'm not saying that that's where I lost mine, but it will make you lose your virginity. These are real facts. You're going out there, you'll become freshers. Now paint your picture the way exactly it is outside there. Huko hivi hakuna mzazi, hakuna your big sister, hakuna your mother. So it is just you and you alone. So when you go there, don't try alcohol. It is not sweet. Sawa. Dating, you're all human beings, you're all social beings. You might get attracted to the opposite gender. It is biological and it is very normal. What I will advise you, don't follow your heart blindly. Take your brains with you. Sawa? Don't follow your heart blindly. Take your brains with you. Number 2, there is peer pressure, like real peer pressure. In first year, I was with roommates. Wote walikuwa na my boyfriend. Yeah, so you're just there alone. You're like, what's wrong with the trying? You know? What's wrong with trying? So as you don't, what I'm trying to say, don't fall victim to peer pressure. There's a lot of pressure out there. If you feel it is not for you, or the guy that is approaching you, unafeel, apana, huyu ajafika my type, ama simpendi, don't do it because the other people are doing it. Sawa? Are we together? And then the other thing that makes most freshers, mnaitwa freshers. Freshers are very vulnerable. Because our my boys, wanakwanga wamewangojea hivi. Freshers wanakaa mlini. Those boys identify some girls that they explore and use and or even defile for their sexual satisfaction. Don't fall victim to such. Sawa? If you have a talent, because most of the time ni do, Being a scholar, probably you're from a poor background. You don't have all that money. And there is this guy here, a rich kid. Anaishi nje, unaishi hostel. Anakuita mwende mkule sapa na kupikia all those kind things, all those things. You might fall a victim to such. So don't fall a victim to such, but don't fall a victim to such and have a means of getting your own money other than the money that your parent is sending you. Being a scholar, you can do marketing. That is a source of income. Because most of the time, it is money factor. Ninafanya wasichana watumike. Are we together, girls? Yeah. Thank you.
Let's appreciate them. Have we heard something? Tumesikia kitu? Yeah, thank you so much, my team, for being very open and honest about everything that we've shared. And maybe from my experience, I'd love you to take seriously what has been shared here, because the world we are living, it has a lot of exposure. Sindio? Yeah, even for people who are adults, there are so many challenges. So please take care of yourself. Even when I talk about mental health, make sure, like, kuna vitu tatu ambazo you're supposed to protect them the most. Your body, your mind, and your soul. Those three things, if you can protect them, like as if you're protecting the highest treasure in this world, please do. Because once somebody damages your self-esteem or your mental health, sometimes it's hard to be okay 100%. Sindio? Yes, you'll go through the treatment, which is good, but then take precaution. You'd rather prevent than treat. Sindio? Yeah, and then love yourself above anything else. Love yourself tena sana. Jipende tena sana. Sindio? Yeah, the right time will come. Actually, for me, when I was in campus, nilisomea huko nyumbani. So nilikuwa like, manze sijapata experience yenye nilikuwa nataka, I don't know what. But look, after campus, I got an opportunity and I moved to Nairobi. So if you want to do anything, you have all the freedom. If it was events, I loved attending concerts. So I was like, let me go for them, you know? So please, you'll have everything at the right time. You'll enjoy. You know, right now I'm an adult, so if I want to date, I can. And maybe I am. So please do it at the right time. Sawa? And then make sure, even as you're interacting with the other gender, you are interacting from a point of you want to know about them. Sana sana, if you want to learn the male psychology, the people you meet maybe ni nyumbani ama shuleni, sometimes interact with them from a point of understanding the male psychology, so that when that time comes, you'll know how to handle them and avoid character development at all costs. Yeah, thank you. Sawa, so we are coming to the end of this session. Sawa, so we have come to the end of this session. Maybe I want to allow kama kuna mtu akona any comments to share. Just one final comment, and then we close the session. I hope you've enjoyed. Have you? Tumesemaje kuhusu kudate? Tungoje, si ndio? Nice. Aya, let us have the last comments alafu tufunge.
Okay, being a lady in STEM, I'd really like to encourage you to take up the STEM subjects. Tunasikizana? Yeah, the market is not really that populated for the ladies. If you're a lady and you're pursuing a STEM subject, there are high chances you might get employment. Na pesa ya STEM subject si pesa kidogo. Sawa? And then number 2, take care of your dignity as a lady. Sawa? Take care of your dignity as a lady. Don't do something because other people are doing. Hiyo ndio inafanya wasichana wengi wanapotea, especially in campuses. You end up joining as ukiwa peke yako, by second year or third year umedefer because you are pregnant. It is not something so nice. Sawa? So take care of your dignity as a lady. Don't be used. Don't be misled. Thank you.
Okay. What I can say as a lady also is understand yourself, understand your dreams, and understand where you're sitting at, or where you're from and what are your goals, and being that you have opportunities, of a lot of opportunities, utilize them. It is very good to utilize those opportunities and grow yourself, explore, read books. And also, I can tell you this, nurture your talent. It is like I can say, talent is the most paying, it's not a career, but it is the most paying career that people are doing. You can look at the footballers, you can look at the athletes. If you have a talent, please nurture it. As much as we are talking of education, also focus on your talent, invest in it. It is going to be very helpful out there. Thank you.
For me, I would say the first thing you need to do, you need to be disciplined. Discipline yourself. Discipline starts with you, and success does not come without discipline. You have to discipline yourself in terms of time when you're in school, in terms of the friends you associate with, and in terms of the things you do, the terms you use when you're speaking to your peers. Just make sure that you don't hurt the other person and benefit from the other person just as much as you need to give to them for them to benefit also. And the last thing, I would encourage all of you to put a lot of energy in only the things that matters in this life, and things that are meaningful and things that are helpful, and avoid those things that will cost you at the end of everything. Thank you.
I don't have much to say. I just want to thank you for being active partakers of this session. Second, for those who want to give up, when you're tunaangalia grades zetu and you are like, oh my God, is this still me? Let us not give up. By the fact that you're in Form 3, shows that you still have room for improvement. By this time next year, unaweza pata ile grade ulikuwa unataka, sawa? Yeah, let us not give up. Let us love ourselves and take good care of ourselves. Thank you.
Question: do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you can achieve whatever you've aimed at? Do you believe that you can be great? That is all that is required, the belief in yourself. Just believe that you can get to attain whatever targets that you've placed, whatever goals that you have, you can achieve them. And with that belief that you can achieve, then that is more than enough. That is enough conviction for you to steer you ahead. Because you just know, I know, nimepata this grade, but I still believe that naeza fika uko mbele. I can still get to that medical course. I can still get to campus. Just believe that you can. And hata hiyo challenge ikikuja, that conviction will just push you forward. Is that okay? Just believe in yourself, believe and keep believing in yourself. Something else, network. Now and even later. Because I heard one of you saying that unaweza fanya CRE in campus, lakini ujikute unafundisha physics. Like umepata job ya kufundisha physics. At Kenya ni connections. Have as many connections as you can, and don't just create connections amongst yourself. Even watu wenye wako wakubwa, even people who have already hit hizo targets zenye unataka kupata. Just have connections, because hao ndio watu wenye watakuwa kikuitia. Nimeona this position, this inaweza work. Nimeona hii shule, nimeona hii opportunity, nimeona hii hapa wanataka watu. Create connections. Usikae peke yako, don't isolate yourself. Interact and interact more. Okay. Are you sure all you can get wherever you want to be?
So, for me, to clear your doubts about dating, nitamalizia na a theory. there is a theory in economics. So there is this economist anaitwa Thomas Robert Malthus. So in his theory, he states that, he urges specifically women to get married at the age of 27 to 28. So since you are 18 years and below, ufai hata kuwa unafikiria about dating. So yes, as women, to get married at the age of 27 to 28. So that one should not be a priority as at now. You should only be thinking about your studies, okay? So that's the theory about Thomas Robert Malthus. And then there is an announcement as I wind up. If you've seen a Bembea ya Maisha set book, imeandikwa Julia, kindly pass it to a student called Nyajoth, Kabuyefwe High School. Kindly, kama umeona set book ya Bembea ya Maisha. Sawa?
Sawa. Thank you so much, my dear team, for doing this. I'm sure we've had some impact. Sindio? Yeah, as we said, we are an innovation generation. So at the moment, we can be brainstorming the ideas gani we want, so that maybe tomorrow, if we find time, we can share. Sindio? Yeah, but other than that, my word will be, go for the best because you deserve it. Nobody should tell you you deserve less. Nobody. Just look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I deserve the best. Sawa? Yes, anytime someone wants to offer you low, be like, no, I deserve the best. Go for it. Be it the career, be it your future love life, be it, the money that you want, everything that you want in life, the happiness, everything, your mental health, go for the best. Yeah, thank you so much. And I really want to appreciate you for taking this time. Tuwapige makofi. Yeah, I want to hand it over to Elijah. Yeah, who's going to take us through the next session. Thank you for listening.
Hello, hello. How was it? Very nice, eh? Have you learned something from each one of them? Now you see that you are encouraged. You can take STEM subjects. Ndio? So you meona mtu wa STEM hapo. And the way she's strong. She's in 5th year. So ana graduate this year. Sawa. You have also been told that you can do something when you are still in school, in campus. That can be income generating. Sports is paid. You are paid when you do sports for university. Ukikimbilia university unalipwa. Ukichezea university mpira unalipwa. Hivyo ndivyo kuna kuaga. Unlike high school, hiyo ndio tofauti yake na high school. Alright? So we want to appreciate them. We'll do it for us. We'll appreciate the team for us. Ana najitolea ku appreciate. Haya, hamjafurahia session yao? You don't want to appreciate the team? Who want to appreciate it? Nani? Aya tuonyeshe. Onyesha hasa.
Hivi.
Flowers, tunaonyeshwa flowers hapa. Amka kuonyesha.
Flower, 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 flower. 1, 2, go.
Thank you. Yeah. So we want, wenye tumeketi sana, situamke kidogo as we do our last session of the day. The last session, tuamke kidogo. Tuamke to stretch. Let us stretch. So can you spread our hands? Mnaniona hapa? To spread hands hivi. Let's spread our hands. Call your right friend. Muite na mkono yake. Muite. Haya, call your left hand. Muite paka kuja. Muite. Sawa, let's get seated. Thank you. Sijasema tuende. No. We are not moving. Let's get settled. So we want to go to our last session. We want to welcome Sheila. Yeah, she has a very strong topic on how to finish strong. Yeah? Form force, how to finish strong. Let's get settled. Wenye wamesimama tuketi chini. Tell your neighbor, shh. Chaperones, can you spread in to spread in between the scholars? Natulia. So welcome Sheila to take us through the session. Tumkaribisha kwa makofi ya mvua. Makofi ya mvua, makofi ya mvua. Tumpatie.
So good evening, scholars. Now, I'm seeing a lot of empty seats, and I don't think I can continue with my presentation without some of you here. So maybe chaperones, you can help bring them back kindly. And remember, I'm the one who is standing between you and dinner. Sindio? So the more you hurry up, then we finish quickly, then you can have your supper in time, and then we do something else later in the evening. Sawa sawa. So anyway, dinner. But you've just had lunch not too long ago, so I think you can persevere with me for 45 minutes. Sindio? So that tomorrow we can be able to finish early. We do something else, maybe have some entertainment. Tukule raha kidogo, sindio? And then on the following day, you just leave and go home. Sawa. Yeah, but let me take this opportunity. Listen kindly. And by the way, tomorrow we are going to be having high-level guests. And I would ask that you all try and remain quiet, and especially when they're talking to you. Sawa. And if you have any question, whenever you're given an opportunity to stand up and talk, you're supposed to say your name and the school that you're coming from and the form that you are in. Sawa. So you just don't stand up and say, oh, my question is this, and that. No. You first introduce yourself, the school, the form that you are in, and then now you put your question across. Sawa. So I believe when those guests will be here, you'll be given an opportunity to ask questions. So we could have maybe 3 or 4. You can think about it, or you can discuss amongst yourselves what questions you would like to ask the guests who will be here tomorrow. Sawa. So I'd like to congratulate you for getting this far, Form 3 and Form 4. We've journeyed with you from Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 and 4. Sindio? We have fought with you. We have lost some of you along the way, and quite a number, which is very, very sad to us. Because remember, when you're on scholarship, you're provided with everything, isn't it? But some of you decided that you did not want to be part of us, and you left the schools that you had been placed, and you decided to come back to camp. But for you, I hope this is the population that we are going to journey with until completion of Form 4. Sawa. So please, let me not hear any more transfers. See, we are okay in the schools that we are in. I have come to your schools. Some of you are telling me, Madam, the minute you walk out of that gate, we are right behind you. So please let me not hear that when we come for school visits. Sini kweli? Some of you have come to the branch, you want to fight us there, telling us that you don't want this school, you want to go to this school. But trust me, all schools are there. They are the same, isn't it? At the end of the day, it is about you as an individual, not the school. And I remember I went to one of the schools, somewhere here in Turkana County. And a scholar stood up and told me, Madam, I don't want this school. In fact, I think the scholar said that the school is not performing well. In fact, the school, I think the top candidate had a D+, or is it a D-? Don't say, why you? Munajiuza. So it is not about the school. It's about you as an individual. Sasa. So my topic is on finishing strong, thriving academically, mentally, and socially. Tuko pamoja? I can hear so much noise back there, so I don't know who wants to do the presentation. I sit down. So tusikize tafadhali. And I'm lucky the presentation Christine had has touched on almost every aspect of this particular presentation. So I'm just going to rush through, and then maybe if there'll be any questions, you can ask me. So just as I've said, these are the crucial years. You can move on to the next slide. These are the crucial years that are going to determine your choices after secondary school. And you heard from the guy from, the person who came from KUSPS. Si munakumbuka? Yeah, you've really got to work hard. And that means building momentum from now. Form 4s, you only have 5 months to go. Where are the Form 4s by show of hands? Because I know you're not many. Mko wapi? Eh? No, tuko na Form 4s. You are there. We have a few Form 4s in this population. Yeah? So you've really got to work hard, make the right choices, and so that you can be able to finish strong and be able to pursue what your focus is or your intended goal is. So, next slide. So discipline, very, very important. Sindio, when you talk about maintaining discipline, one of them is following the rules and the regulations in your school. We've come for case management in your school where we are being told some of you are fighting there. You're threatening to stage a strike. Some of you have walked out of the school demanding to be brought back to Kakuma because of small things that can be addressed within the school community. So we ask that you continue to uphold discipline, because discipline is one thing that will take you very far. Chaperones, please. So without discipline, it's pointless. So you've got to maintain discipline and focus, just the way your older sisters have said here. Knowing what your center of concentration is, which is achieving good grades that can be able to place you in an institution, university, or any whatever you want to do after completion of Form 4. Mental wellness, very important, and I'm going to look into it in the next slide, as well as support systems. Having support systems who can journey with you until completion of Form 4. And all this will be able to give you academic success. So it's not just about studying hard, it's about being well-rounded, engaging in sports, eating healthy, just your general self-care, very important. Wezi kuwa unasoma 24 hours and you're not engaging in any other, maybe extracurricular activities. It's important to look into all those aspects for you to be able to achieve your academic success. Next slide. So mental health, when you talk about mental health, and remember, this is a key concern from your sisters who've just talked about it. So it's about your emotional, how you feel, your psychological, how you think, how you make decisions, learning, and also your social well-being, how you interact socially with others, how you build good, healthy relationships with others. Because how you feel affects how you think, and which in turn affects how you behave. So sometimes you find maybe someone is saying, oh, I'm feeling depressed or I'm feeling low. So now they decide maybe the best way for me to cope with my mental issue is maybe to go and maybe drink or alcohol or something like that, because that's what we see most people doing. Or maybe they choose to engage in drugs and substance abuse. So what will be their end? What will be their behavior if they do that? Is it going to be a positive type of behavior? No, sindio? Yeah, so you really have to be very careful. If you feel you're not okay, which is okay not to be okay, you need to seek help, okay? We have support systems in your school. You have the teachers who've been assigned the responsibility of providing counseling or therapy within your school. I know some of you have been saying, oh, we can't go there because those teachers end up talking about our issues. But if they truly understand the principles and confidentiality in counseling, they are not going to do that. They are aware. So please talk to someone, or you can talk to peer counselors who are already in your school. Or even when the mentors come to visit you in the schools, please talk to them and let them know what's going on so that they can be able to see how best to support you. And I'm happy even here at the camp, there are so many organizations that have taken the responsibility of providing that support. So please reach out to them. Usikwe tu unaumia, because we know some of you have post-traumatic stress disorder, because of the many challenges that you may have gone through. But it is important for you to know that there is help out there. So a myth about mental illness, or rather mental health, it's not just about mental illness. There's so much more to it, just as I've explained to you. So it's not only about mental illness, and I'm saying there, it is false. And everyone has mental health to take care of. Even me, myself, I also have to take care of my mental health. And just as I've said, if you feel like things are not okay, or you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed, or anxiety, having panic attacks, it is good to take a break or talk to someone about it. Next slide. So common mental health challenges, and we are going to see this Form 4s or Form 3s when you get there. You tend to have exam anxiety and pressure to perform. And I know for you, being under scholarship, there's pressure, sindio? Because munasema Sam amenipatia shopping, fees imelipwa, lakini kwa shule sifanyi vizuri, sindio? In fact, I think in another school, one of you was telling me, mimi mali imefika, mimi narudi tu Kakuma, niambie Sam, we chukua vitu zako, mimi narudi camp. Hivyo ndo huwa mnasema. Lakini it is normal. We all went through this. Sawa, but you can be able to overcome it if you seek the necessary help. Peer pressure, simulisikia kutoka madada zenyu. I will not repeat that. And comparing yourselves to other people. Don't do that. We are all differently and uniquely made. Sindio? Simnajuanga hivyo vile huwa anasema. So don't compare yourselves to anybody else. Low self-esteem, where you feel like you're inadequate. Even when people praise you and they tell you, hey, today you look so beautiful. We mwenyewe uamini. Because you already have this negative evaluation about yourself. So please, if you're going through such, it's important for you to seek help, okay? Fear of failure, I've touched on it, so I won't go back. And then burnout from overworking. And especially, maybe if you've not been utilizing your time very well, exams are here approaching, maybe you've not been able to cover certain topics. So you feel like, you really need to, read extra, and participate in group work discussions and all that. So sometimes that can lead to burnout. Next topic. So to manage that, it's important for you to prioritize sleep and regular breaks. And when I say regular breaks, I don't mean unaenda shule. Now, there's a time I was in Lodwar I was in Kakuma going to Lodwar, and I boarded one of the Probox, and I was chatting with the driver. So the driver asked me, unafanya kazi wapi? So I told him, I work for Equity Group Foundation. So he told me, nyinyi ndio mna sponsor our scholars wa nyinyi sasa. Akasema ati wakati shule inafunguliwa, ndio hiyo tumeenda na hawa. After 2 weeks, you're coming back to camp. That is not what we mean. We are asking that you stay in school, follow the school schedule, and also the rules and the regulations. When I talk about regular breaks, I mean, maybe if you've been reading for too long, you can maybe decide you're going to sleep. Or maybe when you've been studying so hard, unasikia umechoka, you can decide, let me go and participate maybe in an activity. But please do not leave school. Try and stay in school until half term, come back, then go back when your half term is done and finish the term. Sawa sawa? And this is the reality. Si ni hivyo? Huwa mmalizi term, na especially wakati exams inafika, munatoka tena kwa shule, munarudi hapa hivi. So what are we doing? So please let us ensure that we stay in school. Practice deep breathing. Mnaweza deep breathe? Hebu tufanye kwa mfano. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. Breathe out. Munajisikiaje? So anyway, that is just an example. But sometimes it's just good to take a break. And even listen to your body through deep breathing. And also sometimes it's okay to be bored. Unajua si lazima ati ukiwa shule saa zote, you're there reading throughout. You can decide, you just place your books and you just sit and think. Sindio? And just take a break. Sawa sawa? Good. So maintain a routine and set realistic goals. So maintain a routine, maybe the time you wake up, maybe the time you do your personal cleaning, hygiene, when you set time for your reading, but ensuring that you're also attending your classes. I don't want to come to school again na ambiwa wote mumejaa wapi? Sick bay. Munahepa kwenda darasa. Sawa sawa? Set realistic goals. If you've been getting a C, is it possible for you to jump from a C to an A? What should be the next grade? Hata CB plus kwanza. Inakwanga? And so forth and so forth. Pole pole. Sawa sawa? Don't stress yourself. Everything happens gradually. Also seek support from your teachers. You really have amazing teachers. Mentors who come to schools, or your gender champion, as well as the school counselors. Sawa sawa? When you come back home, see how you can get the support while at the camp. Next slide. So gender, how many of you have been participating in your Best Me Club? Best Me Club? Kwani hao wengine hamuna Best Me Clubs kwa shule? Siko. Yeah. Kwanza Form 3 and Form 4. We are the ones who developed the gender sensitization component. So you have all been taken through it because we have trained your gender champions. So mtu asiniambie hajui maneno ya gender. Sawa sawa? Ni kweli? Yeah. So gender affects subject choices and school experience. But of course, because of maybe how you've been socialized, how you've been brought up, how a society, thinks a woman should be, and so forth and so forth. So you'll find that there are various stereotypes, like boys are better in maths. Is that true? See, we have girls who are very good in maths here. Including physics. In fact, when I think someone asked you if we have anyone who's doing physics, there were quite a number of you. So it's our hope that you'll also continue taking up those STEM courses. and not only be limited to doing home science, those subjects that are known to be for the female gender. So, equality means giving everyone a fair chance to succeed. And that is what the foundation has done. Just the way you get your shopping hamper, the boys, your brothers on the other side also getting the shopping hamper. Sindio? How fees is paid across is the same way the boys or the brothers on the other side are also benefiting. So we are all equal. Sawa. Next slide. Now, on the gender-based barriers, we are aware that they are there. Some of you have approached me and you've told me that maybe your parent or your guardian is even threatening to marry you off upon completion of Form 4. Tunasikia? So why are you murmuring? Can you listen? This is very important for you as girls. We had the child protection officers from Danish Refugee Council who I think talked on child abuse and some of the gender-based violence that are there in our community. So it's important for you to be equipped with knowledge. I'm going to share with you various numbers where you can be able to get support. So if you feel that you may be a victim of any of this, please reach out to those particular organizations for help. Period poverty, some of your sisters, may not be able to have access to sanitary products and are forced to engage in other activities which are detrimental to their lives, isn't it? So, but for you, you're lucky. We've been able to provide that for you for 4 years. But upon completion of Form 4, we are not going to be able to do that. So it's very important for you to be able to work hard and to be knowledgeable about so many other things that you can do, positive things, so that you prevent yourself from engaging in activities which are not good for you. Stigma around menstrual hygiene. Are you all taken through menstrual hygiene in your schools? Yes, Sindio? Yeah, so please let us not be victims of stigma around menstrual hygiene and so forth. There are certain harmful masculinity norms. That one is tied to the gender-based issues that I've raised, so I won't dwell so much on that. And by the way, just as we've ended there, all this can affect your focus and performance. Sawa. Next slide. So, being a gender ally or a gender champion, we ask that you respect and support each other across gender lines, maybe to the other gender. How many genders do we have? Not 3? 2. They're actually 3, but let's focus on the 2. See, we are all female, and the other ones are male. But we have another gender, but that will be another story for another day. I will tell you in another forum. So, stand up against bullying and discrimination. Sasa, I know most of you in the schools that we visited, you always claim that you're discriminated against. Is that true? Eh? But anyway, we have talked to your teachers. They are going to accord you the necessary support so that you do not feel that you're being discriminated. Okay? But we also ask you that you also carry that with you. No bullying. Wengine wenyu ni bullies, si ndio? Wengine wenyu mumepiga wanafunzi wengine huko kwa shule. Tafadhali, let us refrain from that. If you have anger issues, seek help. Sasa? Yeah. Promote safe spaces and report harmful practices. Do you have safe spaces in your school? Ama hata hamjui safe space ni nini? Mnajua? Huh? Like in your schools, are there maybe like a suggestion box where if you have any issue, you're able to place it there without anybody knowing who did it? Mko nazo, si ndio? Those gender champions, we have trained them and they're supposed to ensure that there are safe spaces in school where you can go and report any a particular issue in confidentiality. And of course, report any harmful practices. What harmful practices exist in your community? FGM. Mko na FGM huku? Iko? Early marriage iko? Aya, sawa. So those are some of the harmful traditional practices. Next slide. So personal health and hygiene, I know the doctor from Equity Afya may have touched on that. So basically you need to eat balanced meals, which I think your schools provide. Drink a lot of water. Ebu tunyamaze kidogo. Drink a lot of water. Maintain personal cleanliness. As they say, cleanliness is next to? Exactly. And then good hygiene. Because, you know, when you take care of your hygiene, it gives you more confidence and you're able to better focus. Si ni kweli? Okay, sir. Next slide. Ama imeisha? So, avoiding risky behaviors. Sindio? Saying no to drugs. And I'm going to tell you, because I am in a department where we handle issues of indiscipline. And drugs and substance abuse is one of the issues. Some of you are being expelled from school or suspended, and we have to deal with you accordingly. So please stay away from drugs and unnecessary romantic relationships. And I heard when you were asking your sisters here about dating, you must be mindful of healthy relationships, and also there's the right time for, there's a right time for everything. Dating, or rather having a boyfriend in your life, is that an achievement? Why do you need a boyfriend now? For what? Huh? So please, let's put that behind. Let your education goal be your focus. So, when the right time comes, you can think now about the romantic relationships, but healthy relationships. So, okay. Then avoid truancy and negative peer pressure. So msikwe mnatoka kwa shule na kupotea, mkae kwa shule tafadhali. And that is one thing that we are begging with you as we now complete the 4 years of education. Focus on long-term goals, not temporary pleasure. Sawa? Okay. Next slide. So building strong routines, of course, creating a balance between study, rest, hobbies, and spiritual time. Wangapi wenyu wanaendanga CU? Good. So also your faith, your beliefs, carry that with you. They will take you a long way. Use a planner or timetable. Daily discipline builds consistency. Sasa? Yeah. Next slide. Si lazima muandike, ndo nimewaambia musikize, si ndio? I think it is better when you listen. And si lazima uandike kila kitu. You can just use active recall. Try to use your memory whenever you maybe want to study something, or maybe you're asking your questions internally. Instead of always going back to refer to your book, use your memory to try and recall. And even that way you're building your, I don't want to say neurotransmitters or something like that, but at least you're activating your brain, you're putting your brain to use. And that will help you when you come to the final national exam. Of course, use past papers. Are you provided with past papers in your school? Yes. Good. So use them. Those are actually very good tools. Group discussions. Mnakuanga na group discussion? Yes. Na mkikuwa na hizo group discussions, mnaongea lugha gani? But I hope that you're also mingling with the other students. Musikae tu nyinyi peke yenu. Sawa? We need to be open-minded and embrace diversity. Sindio? Just the way they've embraced you, let us also embrace them. So please promise me when I come to a visit Sijui nitaenda Cheptarit because I know huko pia kuna issues. Na Kabuefye, but Kabuefye girls, you've been good all along, si ndio? We've not had issues there. Lakini hizi mashule zingine yenyewe mnajijua. But I hope when we come there, things will be okay and we shall be able to get positive feedback. Sawa. Focus on understanding and not cramming. Sawa. Just understand it. I don't even know how to say it, but don't cram. Try and understand it. It will make it easier for you. And especially in these questions where you're asked, discuss about this, this, and this. So utaki kuandika vile mwalimu alikuandika ama vile iko kwa textbook. Try to use your own words on basically how you understand the question. Seeking help and support, and especially on issues of mental health, as I'd said. Talk to teachers, your mentors, your friends. It's brave to ask for help when needed. And remember, it is okay not to be. Ata amujui, it's okay not to be. Okay, sindio? And that means seeking help. We all do, so we also expect that from you. And also build a support network. So of course, faith, as I talked about, draw strength from your beliefs. Munabudu Mungu mgani? Si ni ule Mungu itu? Ni ule Mungu? So pia tumweke kwa maombi, ama muombe atuweke kwa nini yake, mwangaza wake ndo tuweze kuperform well. Stay motivated with goals and role models. Who is your role model? Who is your role model? Do you have a role model? Yes. Give me an example. Nani? Oh, James Mwangi. Dr. James Mwangi. Any other? Wangari Maathai. Another role model? Someone has said President Ruto. Yes. Who? You know, now if you all speak in choruses, I may not be able to hear. But it is important to have a good role model. Sindio? Staki kesho unaniambia, okay, I don't want to mention names. Nikisema Vera Sidika mutakasirika. Hapana. Let us people who you can be able to emulate. Sindio? Yeah. And then keep reminding yourself why you started. Sisi ndo tulikuja kuwatafuta kwa camp. When we advertised for the scholarships, si ni nyinyi wenyewe mlijileta. Si hapo ndo tulianzia. Yeah. So please let us finish strong. Next. So what will you change after today? What are you going to change after today? Anyone who can summarize for all of you? What are you going to change after today? Stand up and start by even saying your name.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm Angelina Achol from Turkana Girls in Form 3. Okay, for me, what I'm going to change is the way I used to think of myself. Let's say I'm not an A student and I used to lower myself. I had a low self-esteem. But for all the advices that I've got today, I would have this brain or mindset that I am an A student and I can do anything that I want, irrespective of the person I am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. My name is Bakita William Rega, a student from the Big Art Foundation, from 3 students. For what I can change today from my life is that since Madam Caro teaches us today, say that life is personal, and that one make me to have courage of not giving up in life, because sometimes you may find yourself in a group whereby no one can correct each other in a way that can make you to focus on what you can achieve in life. That means that it teaches me that
it is me, myself, to stand alone and change myself from all the bad attitude that I have toward anything that I'm going to achieve in my life and focus toward or to achieve from bad group to a group that can make me better in future.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Okay, my name is Mary Immaculate from Mogila Girls, and I'm going to say about my change today concerning the how Madam Sheila have taught us. I have realized as from today that my body needs to rest, and as usual, I have been like having a stress. Let me talk, please. I have been like having a stress of ensuring that I'm just on the books. I don't give myself a rest. But from today, I've learned a lot, and I know that my body needs a rest. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Nibol from TGNS, Form 3 student, Turkana Girls. Okay, Turkana Girls. So, young ile like, let's say that, wacha tu niwaambie, like kuna wenye sahi grade yenye umepata, si ndio? Like ni ile yenye ikufai, si ndio? So don't give up, ongeza. There is a way to go.
And also, please be proud of your school. Huyu Sister Florence akisikia unasema TGRS, surely. Just say whatever it is. Be proud of your school. Name it by its full names. Sasa? Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Betty Cipriano from St. Joseph's Girls High School. What I've learned today is, before I came to this Congress, I had that attitude like, I'm a refugee. Even if I did well in studies, I can't be employed in Kenya. But from today, I'm empowered, and I now believe in myself that I can do well in studies and be employed in Kenya. Thank you.
Take 1, 2.
Good evening, girls. My name is Nyodwa from Kabiefe Girls. So, I have learned many things today that it's going to be a change for me of tomorrow or change from today. So like today we have learned that we are supposed to be in school, not to come back before, or we are supposed to do exam. Maybe I can do change to my friends, not for me myself, but benefits to my friend also. Like for those my friend who usually come back home before exam or come back home before closing day, maybe if I went back, I can go and give them advice as Madam advising us today. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Adior Maut from St. Joseph's Girls, Kitale. What I've learned today, I've learned that I should change my reading habit so that to enable me to change my grade. Like reading smart, not cramming. Also join group discussions and be serious about it. And also consult from the teachers, and you have to accept that you're going to change your grades. What you get last time should not be what you're supposed to get. And don't lower your self-esteem. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Regina Banmut from Friends School Namirama Girls High School in Kakamega. Just as it is being said, I have learned that I should avoid phobia on exams and allow myself excelling, have positive attitude over my exams. Thank you.
Okay. My name is Jemima Namtosi from Turkana Girls. From today, what I'll change is my attitude towards STEM subjects. I've not been believing in myself of being an engineer, but from the motivation that I've got from Mary, from today, I believe that I can become an engineer. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Sheila Matai from Loima Girls. What I've learned today, it is to love my school. Okay, last time I was sneaked out of school because school is not performing well. But now I'm learning something else that can help me in life. So I don't have any other choice. It is just I will stay in school and maybe to change my future tomorrow.
So one last one and then we can finish.
I greet you all. Saseni, what I have learned today is, my name is Margaret Wall. I'm from Our Ladies Girls Secondary. What I have learned today is academic stress. Don't be stressed out for your academic. Whatever grade you have, you just have to focus on changing your grade. Don't have stress for that grade. It's sure, but when you go home with such bad grade, your parent can be annoyed. They can speak very bad to you. But don't be stressed. You know you can change your grade. Focus on changing your grade. Thank you.
So thank you so much. Unless there's someone with a burning, you want to say something?
Hi guys, I am by the name Jacqueline Nema from Kairit Girls Secondary School. What I've learned today is that when someone has stress, you don't keep quiet. Keep on speak to people so that you can seek help to other people if you have stress. That is all.
Hi, my name is Raja Hamad from Our Ladies Form 3 student. What I've learned today, I've learned on how to control, how to manage stress in healthy way. So, the first thing is to avoid bad friends and bad behavior. That's all.
Praise God. Praise God again. So my name is Apajurkuch Dao. I'm from Mount Kinangop Girls High School in Nyandarua. Niko peke yangu. So mimi kitu nimefunzwa huku leo is that mwachane na hiyo attitude, like sciences ni tamu by for me. So nyinyi mseme ati sciences is for male sijui nini. Yeah, mupende sciences and mathematics. Yeah, those subjects ziko poa. So mkwe na attitude poa.
So now, I wish, I don't know, I wish we had more time. Would have given everyone an opportunity to say something. But personally, I'm convinced that each one of you is taking away something from this Congress. Sasa. And I'd like to thank you. By the way, when I went to Loima Girls, the leadership positions there, it was all from this particular population. And I went again to Turkana Girls. There was positive feedback from Sister Nani Florence kutoka huko. Na Mirama also, we've not had issues, sindio? So please, we are asking that you continue that way. We really have hope that you people are going to do well, because even that is the information that is coming from your schools. And don't forget to go for those English remedial classes from ilikuwa ni Norwegian Refugee Council. Please, because languages are also very important now as we prepare to go towards doing your national exam. So the last slide. Now, so simunisikize bas. Ni presentation too. So these are some of the platforms where you can seek help, or some of the people that you can be able to reach out to be able to support you. You can speak to your gender champion, because that is your point of contact when you're in school. The branch champion, si Sama ko hapa. Kama Sama patikani, nani yako? Humphrey. Alafu, talk to your mentor or mentoring field coordinator. Sam is the one. Visit the sub-county children's office. Munajua mali kwa hapa Kakuma, Turkana West. You'll be able to find the children's officer there to support. And then you can seek support through our number, and some of you have been utilizing it, which is good. So call us on that number. Child Helpline 116, you're aware about it? It's a toll-free line. It is free. It is accessible from all networks, and it operates on a 24-hour basis. So you can be able to get help from there. Kenya Red Cross also they provide free counseling services on that number, 1199. And then we also have the gender-based violence, 1195 or 1193. They are all free, so mnaweza tumia. Alafu DCI emergency and anonymous reporting iko hapo hivyo. Sasa. And that is it. So thank you very much. Bado tuko pamoja. We'll still be with you tomorrow paka kesho jioni. Sawa. So if you have any question, I don't know.
Yeah, let's appreciate Sheila. We'll do it in a better way. Aonyeshe wengine, please.
Okay, we are going to say 1, 2, 3. She's the best, all of us. So we are going to clap for her and then to say, let's start. 1, 2, 3. She's the best, like that. Sahaya, let us start. 1, 2, 3. She's the best. Yes. Okay, twendeni. 1, 2, 3. She's the best. Yeah. Okay, twendeni mara tatu. Mara tatu, si ndio? 1, 2, 3. She's the best. 1, 2. Thank you.
Wow, that one will also be used to appreciate the chief guest tomorrow. Si ndio? Si umesikia ni mzuri? Tutatumia hiyo kesho. From which school? Loima. Loima wako na mpya nyingi, si ndio? Creativity. Ati the theme is? The theme? And sure, I can see you are also innovating. You are also generating ideas. Yeah. So, for now, we want to have a 5 minutes break. Entertainment kidogo ya 5 minutes. Just a minute. Kidogo. Sawa, tusikize ndio tuelewane. So that we do one activity which will involve kila mtu hapa. We have some documents hapa as the supper is prepared. The supper will be slightly late